holding a beer in my hand, sporting a neon tan. My stereo cranked up, I can't find my truck. How'd I get home from the club? Ain't got a clue what went down. So I started calling it round, and all my friends say I started shooting doubles when you walked in. All my friends say I went a little crazy seeing you with him.
We were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there on a balcony in summer air. See the lights, see the party, the ball counts. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said stay away from Juliet. And I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all that's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say.
Ain't that some back home, buddies in the field, mud on the wheels, yeah. Ain't that some thick smoke, Silverado, tearing up a 2-lane road. Ain't that some C-O-U-N-T-R-Y? We've been doing since we was J-High. There's folks out there, T-R-Y, this. Man, ain't that some that you hate to grow up and miss? Hate to think of what if. I didn't even know what a honey hole with a Zepco when my jeans rolled and a princess gold in my lip. Even this, they say we ain't got a pot, but I thank God for this. Ain't that some back home, but it's in the field, mud on the wheels, yeah. Ain't that some thick smoke, Silverado, tearing up a 2-lane road. Ain't that some C-O-U-N-T-R-Y? We've been doing since we was J-High. There's folks out there in T-R-Y, this, man.
Down these fields in the hot summer sun, over by the gate, Lordy, here she comes with a basket full of chicken and a big cold jug of sweet tea. I make a little room and she climbs on up, open up a throttle and stir a little dust. Just look at her face, she ain't a fooling me. She thinks my tractor's sexy, it really turns her on. She's all staring at me while I'm chugging along.
DJ Insane. Met a girl downtown at the bar last night and we got talking. Said she likes cheap drinks and tattoos and Morgan Wallen. She said, what about you? I said, I like late night bonfires, Yellowstone, Whiskey Myers, and lifted trucks with mud on tires, and I'm back. Feeling like a million bucks, still trying to live it up live in America. Grew up in the Appalachian Mountain South of the Mason-Dixon in a small town area. Been trying to tell y'all for a minute that I'm here. I ain't going nowhere anytime soon. I'm in my hometown right now with the windows down at the cookout drive-thru. Pull up, hop out, Walmart, late night. Red box movie, you, me, date night. This that full moon rising. Girl, I'm full of surprises. Camo pants with the Air Johns. I'm so stylish. Don't ask me for my opinion. I don't want y'all to get offended. Everybody's just so sensitive. It's crazy, it's ruined so many friendships. Okay, I'm gonna come back later. Why would I care about my haters? All I care about's my friend, my family, and my Lord and Savior. I'm back. DJ Insane.
Good morning there, friend.
Shut your mouth. What's your problem? What's my problem? Yes, what's your problem? What's my problem?
Sorry, I'm not really a morning person.
Not a morning person. You're not a morning person. I am not a morning person. I'm not a morning person.
Maybe you're in the wrong business.
Maybe you're in the wrong business.
You think so?
But for you, I'll make an exception.
Showtime! Woo! Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it is Thursday, May 9th, 2024. I am Andrew C. K2 the Baroness. Renee, our good time gal from the east side. Stephen B. Hardy on the live stream broadcast. And, of course, Brittany Gibbons is here from her super popular podcast, Country Club Girls.
So funny.
So good.
Did you finally get it to work?
I
you
did.
listen?
I don't know if it was like it was weird. Like as soon
we got
as
it.
I got
We worked it out.
as soon as I got to my house, it came on. And I was dying laughing. I'm like, me and Brittany have a lot in common. I may be a country club girl too.
To be honest with you, Meredith and I did some stuff for a little bit years ago. Who's Brittany's co-host, Meredith Solo. And Meredith is a funny ass talent, and Brittany is a funny ass talent. So you can't put those two together and not have a good show.
It was
It's
great.
not even possible.
Thank you.
You are welcome. It is well deserved. Good morning. Speaking of Brittany, did you know this about her? Little known facts about Brittany Gibbons. She was a world-renowned fiddler, almost.
This is a lie.
Almost.
I own fiddles as if I were a world-renowned fiddler. We were talking before the show about how hard it is to actually learn an instrument, and I'm like, I collect them. I buy them because I think that I'm going to be able to learn how to play, and I can never learn. So I went through this Dixie Chicks era where I'm like, I'm gonna become a fiddler, just like the one that fiddles. I don't know. And no, I own so many. They're on my wall now. They just hang.
But you've never. Did you ever try the?
It's shockingly hard.
It is.
Or something. For the I don't know.
For me as a kid, I tried guitar. I tried clarinet. I tried several instruments, but I tried DJing, like scratching. Chicka, chicka, chicka.
Yeah.
And the problem is you have to put so much time in, and I want to be good at the beginning, and I lose interest very quickly.
Do you also lack, maybe it's just me, an internal tempo? I've learned that I also lack that. So like the ability to like keep a beat.
For me as a kid.
I don't have that either. No. It comes out.
Like it's really I'm really good at dancing.
Oh really?
Yeah. But otherwise no, like I tried to teach before whatever the Pilates bar, Pure Bar.
Yeah.
It was Extend Bar, and that's when I was going through like my yoga and my Pilates training, so I tried to get training for that, but it was all on tempo. And I
couldn't do it?
No, there was no way I was
I
that test.
Well, and producer Doug said there is something to Brittany being a renowned fiddling collector.
Yeah.
You don't have to just be a player. You can be.
I will leave my collection one day to my heirs.
Yes.
My
heirs. But I like. I'm fascinated by music. I love music. I wish I could play. I like dreaming to be on stage. I told this story before. One time, me and Donnie P, who doesn't have any musical ability either, that we said, you know what, we want to be the band in residence at Cedar Point because we love Cedar Point. So they were looking for a band to play every day there at Cedar Point. So me and Donnie submitted a tape. What we did is we roped Kalen Savage in, who was a real musician. So we said, bro, if you come in here and play and sing,
carry us.
Like Donnie can play the what's that thing, tambourine. I can play the bongos. And then we can have a band.
Right.
And he's the only talented. We didn't get picked, though, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know.
They're lost.
Cedar Point's lost, man.
Yeah.
We would have rocked the band in residence stage for so hard. So hard. But they were going to know. But yeah, I've always wanted to be a musician. But like I said, I collect music. I collect instruments as well. I have tambourines and bongos, things that it's easy to do with no experience whatsoever. So here's the big controversy out there right now. Do you or do you not wash new clothes before wearing them? It's big on the internet right now. 419-345-3375. K2, you get something brand new off the rack. Do you wash it before you put it on your body?
Almost always.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The only time I don't do that is probably like with a really nice dress.
Well, yeah, because you can't really wash those,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Otherwise, yes, I always wash it before I.
Really?
Once I try it on and I know I'm good with it. Yes.
Okay. What about you, Renee?
The only thing I wash are panties.
I love how you said that.
That's it.
Okay, there you go. Panty. But other than that, you're washing clothes.
Other than that, I will wear it right
Brittany?
when it comes.
I want to say that I wash everything, but the truth is I will wear the underwear right out of the bag. I will wear the bathing suit right now. I'll just pull the sticky thing off the middle of it and just put it on. Because I mean,
you just
thinking
of
that's why I don't get sick very often. Like everybody suggested.
You built up your immune system through clothes, through new clothes,
through pants.
Now, what is your
Unwashed
thought
underwear.
on that sticky thing? Do you like touch it with your fingers and not cringe?
Again, I feel like you want me to say that that's how that works, but I just peel it off and just stick it on whatever's
I'm
near
always
me.
like,
New clothes have to be safe. They're new clothes.
Yeah.
well, no, because they
that's what I
put the
feel.
crotch sticker in there so that when people try it on, you're not touching the material.
I don't know if it's in boy stuff. It's in
No.
girls. Okay.
It's not, no.
So girls have this
Pick your size, and that's what you
clear
get.
plastic pad.
Yeah.
In all bathing suits and tight clothing, anything that you would touch skin to skin.
I am
Right.
today years old when I found this out.
Yes. So that's what we're talking about. So all women
So-
clelothing has this.
So then sometimes like
Barrier.
you order bathing suits and then you get them and then they're crooked and I'm like,
Was the technician cooking that day? Or somebody's already tried
I'm
this on?
like, somebody's already tried this on and I gotta touch it and
Oh my god.
either straighten it out in case you're gonna return it
Yeah.
Right.
or rip it off.
I
Wow.
am the reason that those barriers exist. I will tell you. I am never prepared to try things on, so I try not to let it touch me too close. I'm like, sorry guys, I don't have anything required to try this on. So utilize the plastic.
419-345-3375. Someone said yes. You don't know how many people have handled it. Someone else said no, I should, but it's all downhill after the first wash. They're never the same. So I like putting on fresh clothes. See, that's the way I am. Because after you wash them once, they begin the breakdown process, and I want to feel that new shirt on all on my body.
And the smell. I mean, it's got that new crisp smell just out of the plastic.
What is the new? I've never.
It smells new. It smells expensive to me. I feel great wearing new clothes.
It does, huh? It says yes if they're bought in store, no if they're bought online and come in sealed product packaging. Someone else said yes, but only for undergarments and bathing suits. Someone said yes if it's in direct contact with my skin. Otherwise, no. Someone said, yeah, I saw it on an episode of House, except socks. Nothing stretches over my foot as nicely as a new, never been washed sock.
True. Yeah.
What? Oh, that is
That's
true.
very- yeah, socks I don't wash. Because you can tell if they've been on somebody's foot already or not.
Uh-huh.
So
Do you wash socks first? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay.
No, but I just
They're so smooth.
I just never I never got the euphoria from socks that you guys are like you guys are vibing with. Like I've never I just
You've
put
never
I've
been
put on
like,
socks.
ooh, like you never
No.
like touched your foot, like because it is smooth, like it right down to just a Nike footy, like it's so.
It'll never be that velvety again.
It's a woman thing, I guess.
I guess so because I don't get it. By the way, they're saying that this person that said about the episode of House, they said it's from like 2005. A patient almost dies because their new bootleg pants are contaminated with a toxin, and then they put them on, and then it starts to ravage their body. And they said they've been freaked out ever since that episode of House for clothes. Another text message says, no, your skin is an excellent barrier for any bad stuff on the garment. Another one says, no, but I do let them air out for a few days before I actually start wearing them.
does it do anything?
airing it out.
Unless you live in
I
like
don't know.
Nova Scotia,
Right.
and put it out.
Yeah.
What else? Okay, so here's the other big controversy that's going on. What is the better breakfast sandwich? What is the best outside? Is it an English muffin? Is it a bagel? Or is it toast? That's the question that has been asked to the people.
So not a restaurant. Just if you're at home.
Anywhere. Just what is the best go-to for a breakfast sandwich?
Egg McMuffin.
What? So muffin? No, not the actual. But what is the outside, the holding thing? So muffin. You think muffin's best over a bagel and toast?
You just said it.
Or
doesn't
a croissant.
matter wherever. If I'm going to McDonald's, I'm getting an Egg McMuffin.
Okay, all right.
But I go home and I've tried to remake the Egg McMuffin, and it's not the same.
See, mine at home are better than the Egg McMuffin.
Of course they are.
Like these chemicals just don't taste the same at home.
Right, I've stripped all the chemicals out. No, mine are better at home for sure. I'm gonna make you one.
Oh, sure you are.
Renee. I'm gonna make you, not today, but I'm gonna make you one.
I told you I need some chorizo and eggs.
I know you
once
do.
a week.
All right.
2 days he cooked breakfast for me.
I know.
And I lost 2 pounds both of those times.
Because I don't put any carbs in them. Okay, so you say muffin. K2?
I'm a bagel girl. I love just a toasted bagel with butter.
Well, no, but as a sandwich though.
So
you'll put the egg and everything in, but you think the bagels. See, for me, the bagel, it's too much bread. Like the bread is super. Like 2 giant pieces of bread is a lot for the bagel.
I don't like meat and all that with a bagel. I need cream cheese.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Britt?
Yeah, I'm about the same. I want a cream cheese with my bagel separate. I can't eat them like a sandwich. You're right. Too much bread. And then I only really ever eat a breakfast sandwich to deal with a hangover. So it's always been an English muffin.
At home or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
The Egg McMuffin.
Yeah. So I think that's in my head. That's the way to go.
No matter how much people hate on McDonald's, and I'll be one of the first to go ahead and do that. But man, they have breakfast on lock.
They do.
Their pancakes are good. Their freaking hash browns are good. Their steagel is good, which I say I don't like the bagel because it's too much meat. It was too much bread, but when you put it with a piece of steak in there and it's delicious,
bagels are good.
I know. They put like some sort of hollandaise sauce on there, man. I don't know. They got breakfast on lock. For
if
sure.
I'm at home, I love dry toast with scrambled eggs.
Dry toast, no butter, huh?
I don't even need butter.
I like it raw dogged.
Well, because your eggs are kind of moist, right?
Yeah, you sure?
I don't have dry eggs.
Yeah.
What about? That's funny.
What about you, Steve? What do you think?
I'm American, so I'm going to go with toast. I feel like that's the utmost American thing to do.
Call the Patriot card.
Yeah.
You're like a Patriot with your sandwich.
Like toast on my sandwich.
All you English muffin bagel people. Croissant, you were going to say croissant next?
Just too bougie.
Thank you for your service.
Give me 2 slices of bread, I'm good.
Thank you for your service.
I guess back in the day, I wouldn't mind the egg, ham, and cheese croissant from Burger King.
Yeah,
those are good.
The 2 for $4. Man, it says that they've been doing breakfast now for 40 years. I saw a sign at Burger King the other day.
Really?
So it's like 83 or 84.
And can I say their French toast sticks? Look at I'm remembering. It's been years since I've had any of that.
Oh,
so I would even say
their hash brown rounds are pretty dope.
I was going to say they're the round ones, right?
The round ones.
I still like McDonald's long ones.
I'm with you on that. I think McDonald's is the best.
Do you remember Arby's used to have the triangle ones, like the triangle fried? You get them all day long. They were like patties, like pancake patties, or not pancake, potato patties. They were the best.
Really?
They got rid of them.
They were better than McDonald's.
Better than. They were thicker.
Huh? No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't.
You can't walk into this conversation without any.
Obviously, I don't need context when I hear lies being told. I don't need context when clearly there's lies being told.
This is factual statement.
Thick ass cheesecake hunk of potato that they would give you came in a suitcase.
You ate it with
It was a
ketchup and
family of 4.
No.
I've never seen a family of 4 hash brown before.
Someone said you guys could stop. I'm trying to lose weight here. Someone else said English muffin, but only Bay's brand. Bay's brand. I've never even heard of BAY''S Bay's brand. Never heard of it.
I never liked English muffins enough to memorize the brand names of them.
Oh, what did Thomas? Thomas is like the legendary.
That's the only one I know.
That's the only one I know. That's legendary is the Thomas English muffin because the butter goes all up in your nooks and crannies.
Yeah, it has to be the raisin one.
Nooks and crannies. I don't know how they got the name, like nooks and crannies. I don't know what a cranny is, but I know that in a muffin that's the things on the muffin. I don't know why it's named like that, but anyway. All right, let's take a break. Our first break of the morning. Here is traffic and weather with Renee.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Construction work at I-475 northbound between US 24 exit 4 and Airport Highway exit 8. Expected lane restrictions for I-475 widening and construction of a new interchange at US Route 20A through this year. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 55 degrees and cloudy, and for your Thursday, May 9th, watch for scattered rain showers with a high of 57. And for your nighttime, there will be scattered light rain showers with a low of 48. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf.
Hey, gotta tell you about our friends over at State Line Sauce Company. State Line Sauce, you can get it at Sip and Brew, restaurant there on Alexis Road. You can try their sauces on their savory crepe. Speaking of breakfast this morning, crepe is a good breakfast. Go get you a crepe this morning at Sip and Brew and try some of the State Line sauce on there. If you want your own bottle of State Line sauce, I sold some yesterday actually on the Queso Kitchen food truck. People tried it and then loved it. Go get your bottle, StatelineSauceCO.com. It's time for you to get sauced.
Finally turn your basement into that extra bedroom for when family comes to town. But wait, do your guests have a way out in case of emergency like fire? If not, call Toledo Basement Repair. They'll install an emergency exit window called an egress window. First of all, it's the law. Second, it's just plain safer for you and your guests. Toledo Basement Repair's egress windows are easy to open and serve as an emergency exit for emergencies. Call Toledo Basement Repair for a free in-home inspection at 419-504-HOME.
I'm Honest Abe of Nationwide Auto Finance, and I'm crazy enough to do whatever it takes to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle. To prove it, I'm getting my entire body waxed, starting with my
To be honest, Honest Abe doesn't have to get his body waxed to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle at Nationwide Auto Finance.
Wait, what?
Our guaranteed approval is enough for that.
Crazy!
Nationwide has the largest inventory of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And with great warranties available, you know they're reliable.
Plus, push, pull, or drag your current vehicle in. We take anything as trade, and cha-cha-cha! I didn't even know I had hair there.
Find out more at nationwidetoledo.com. Then experience car buying the way it was meant to be at Nationwide Auto Finance, 2121 Woodville Road.
Come in for deals even crazier than me.
Visit nationwidetoledo.com.
Ow!
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you one of the nearly 10 million families that own a timeshare? Unfortunately, many families stuck in timeshares have learned the dark side of ownership, as their timeshare ends up being nothing like they were promised. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. If you were lied to when buying a timeshare, you're going to need help. I know this because I once worked as a timeshare salesman, but quit the business and made it my personal mission to help folks get rid of bad timeshares. That's why I put together a timeshare exit information kit to help you understand how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation. Over 30,000 families have trusted us to get rid of their timeshares. Many started out by simply calling us for the free information kit and are now timeshare free.
To get your free information kit, call Wesley Financial now. 800-814-1500. That's 800-814-1500. 800-814-1500.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy?
Totalmente.
And you get unlimited 5G data, $25 a line for 4 lines on the unlimited plan, at an amazing price with no contract. Should you switch to Total by Verizon? Definitely.
Totalmente.
Find a store or switch suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Monthly rate when you activate without a pay plus taxes and fees. Discount begins the month after you enroll. Additional terms apply. See website for data management practices.
This is Sugar Vermont, and you may know me from the great food truck race on Food Network and HBO Max, but I am actually a native of Toledo, Ohio, right here, darling. I am so excited to let you know I am doing a 10-week cancer fundraiser for the LLS, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. We're going to raise so much money to help little kids with cancer, and you are going to help. We're having a gigantic event called the Big Dolly Fundraising Brunch, May 18th down at Hamburger Mary's. Get your tickets at sugarstickets.com. That is sugarstickets.com. Available now.
Towers Armory is the premier range and gun store in the tri-state area. Our indoor ranges are warm, comfortable, and only $20 unlimited time every day. And our winter special includes everything you need for 2. Lane rental, 2 boxes of 9mm or 5.56, unlimited pistol and rifle rentals, 2 targets, rental eye and ear protection, all for just $79.95. We have 14 state-of-the-art programmable ranges at distances up to 130 feet. Looking for CCW or carry training? In-house one-day classes are back and forming now. So stop in and sign up today or sign up anytime at towersarmory.com. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. If you've got unwanted firearms, stop in today for a fast and responsible way to sell your firearm. We've got over 3,000 new and used firearms in stock, the largest in-stock selection of ammo and accessories. TowersArmory.com.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Hi, this is Quentin.
And this is Brianna.
A little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips are how satisfying they are. The chicken strips are amazing. They're always filling, tender, and juicy.
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars. All right, it's 6:30. Good morning. I'm Andrew C. Demetrius Nicodemus. K2 the Baroness. We got Brittany Gibbons from the blog. Man, she's busy. The blog Midwest Brittany, the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast, the Country Club Girls Podcast. She's on here. Man, oh man. Stephen B. Hardy is running our video feed this morning, so if you can pop on there, say hi. He's doing such a good job, man. Look at that picture. It's just, I don't know. And Renee, our good time gal from the East Side. All right, let's get into the news. There is so much to do this morning, so much to see, so much to talk about, so much controversy. So check this out. Oh, wait. What?
Questions have been answered.
Oh, well, yeah. So there's a lawsuit now that seeks to stop the potential sale of the Toledo Blade and Buckeye Broadband. The CEO of Block Communications, who is Alan Block, so he runs the company, but his brother John, his twin brother John, and the other Block family members are freezing Alan out, and they're trying to sell the company without Alan's okay. So now Alan had to file a lawsuit in Lucas County Common Pleas Court against his twin brother John Block and the other family members. He's seeking a preliminary injunction to stop a sale of the business. Now, the filing claims a sale to by the other Block members could result in potential closures and job losses for nearly 1,000 jobs for those connected to the Toledo Blade and the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. This is crazy news.
Wow.
Yeah, it's look, man.
Did they break it?
Did what?
Did they break the news? Did the Blade break this story? I would want to know who actually broke this story. Dude, like, if you're making news and you're in the business of news, you should be reporting it on yourself.
I just looked at the Blade website. I didn't see anything about this lawsuit. So Alan Block is, by the way, he doesn't want to sell, but the other ones want to sell because I think the Blade loses money. I think the Blade, and I think all their communication stuff loses money. And because Susan Block one time, she's crazy, but she made a rant about how Alan's doing this for you guys, that it's really like a charity because it loses so much money, but we're trying to keep people's jobs. So I guess the family's trying to just sell all this stuff off. And then Alan's trying to keep it, but he's been locked out.
Don't they own a cable company too?
Buckeye.
Yeah. Buckeye Cable.
They own Buckeye.
So you mean tell me Buckeye Cable's losing money?
I think it's more the Blade.
The whole, it's gone digital.
Yeah.
Like, has anybody seen a
Blade
copy of the Blade?
The end of somebody's driveway on Sunday.
On a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps you to know when the end of the week has arrived.
I think it's the only day it comes out anymore.
So
I don't know. Anyway, it's super
You know what annoys me with the Blade?
What?
Is because they'll flash something like there's a news article, like it comes through Facebook, and then you go click the little
and they want $1
thing, and then they want money to finish reading it. Like they let you get you're into this article, and then all of a sudden it cuts you off.
Well, what they do it's very crack dealerish. They allow you to get a taste of the good stuff, the sweet stuff. But if you want the rest of the rock,
but I hate to break the news to you, you ain't as alluring as crack,
right?
Blade.
Because I can find that same article in 7 free places. Anyway, Springfield Township has demoted the assistant fire chief over the woman incorrectly being declared dead. The unanimous vote came after an investigator told them that he failed to conduct a thorough investigation. I think this is the guy that was on the phone. Like, they called him. They're like, "Is she moving?" "Nah, she dead."
he's like, you say she's dead? That's good enough for me.
He didn't even bother to come over there to check. He just, I think he did it by FaceTime.
It just shows like how desensitized like the Toledo police and Toledo Fire Department have become with ODs. That they're just tired of seeing them, and so when they show up and they think they see one, they're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
She's dead.
Well, we need to widen the umbrella a little bit because this was Springfield Township, but in our area, it's the same.
Whole thing,
right? It's the same. That's what I'm saying. TPS faces a pair of lawsuits alleging an assault of students. The Toledo School District is facing 2 lawsuits filed by the parents over alleged assaults that happened in May of 2023. One involved a child that allegedly had 2 teeth broken by a Robinson Elementary paraprofessional who slammed his face into a desk. The second allegedly occurred at Spring Elementary, where a special education student threw a child across the classroom. The lawsuits both allege racial and disability discrimination in those lawsuits.
Wow.
I remember there was this when I was a kid. I was in either preschool or kindergarten. I think it was kindergarten, maybe. And I had this nice, made out of wood, this wood pulling truck. So like it had a log on it, and then the whole truck was wood. And this kid tried to take it from me, and it was mine. and I remember taking that wood truck and slamming him upside the head with it. my mom having to be called.
I remember that kid had to repeat the second grade. So funny. I walked by him when I was in the third, just waving at him. We call him Forgetful Jimmy now because he can't retain things. His short-term memory's gone. It's Forgetful Jimmy.
I got a text message in 419-345-3377. The demotion of that guy, that assistant fire chief, reminds me of Bugs Bunny in the Army. Every time he messed up, his drill instructor kept demoting him. What else? Michigan school is detail increase in marijuana usage since the legalization. I mean, you could have figured that one out. You legalize something, there's going to be more consumption of it. Detroit Public Schools sound the alarm on marijuana usage in minors now that it has become legal. Now, it's not legal for minors, but as we know, they're going to get a hold of it if they want to get a hold of it.
Most likely they were using it before it.
Well, it's saying that this is an increase, though, since the legalization.
Because they've gotten caught.
Yeah. Toledo man is indicted. Hey, at least Renee's paying attention to the news. She's actually participating. I like you get a participation award today.
Thanks,
You're welcome.
Don't ask me a question. Don't ask me for any feedback in the next one.
All right, well,
I only can stay focused for a little bit longer.
Well, here's this one. A new county domestic violence prosecutor was previously arrested for domestic violence.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you want somebody with experience.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Lucas County. It's like I said yesterday. Do you want to take advice from someone that's been married or someone that's been divorced?
Yeah. Like, I don't take advice from people in successful marriages. You've never, ever broken anything.
The Lucas County prosecutor, Julia Bates, was touting the new domestic violence prosecutor, Rose Mock, on Tuesday. So then Mock doesn't come without controversy. She has a checkered past. She's been arrested multiple times, charged with DUI and domestic violence.
All right,
many domestic violence cases.
What's many?
Well, I saw 6 mugshots. I don't know how many of those were DUI and how many were domestic violence.
Of the prosecutor?
Yes.
I know Rose.
Oh, you know her?
I do know her.
What?
And Rose is a very, very good attorney and a very, very good person. Once again, he who is without sin cast the first stone. I will say, like, look, I've had 2 DUIs, right? I've made a ton of mistakes. I would like to think that those experiences has helped me grow as a person and professionally. That now I know how to interact with people. I would hopefully I would not, and we say this all the time. Do you want to be judged on your worst moments,
right,
or as the person that you are today?
Well, there are 2 sides to the story. One of them would be you want to hold her to a different standard, a higher standard, because she is a prosecutor for domestic violence. Or you could say that, hey, because she's had that experience, maybe she would be better at the job.
That's what I would do. And then I would say, look, moving forward, now we judge you. Now there's this standard, but I can't hold you to that standard before I give you the job.
But in this society, I don't think that she's going to be able to withstand that scrutiny. I don't think, because there's too many people that are going to scream about it. Like, they're not going to give the other side.
I mean, what do you want? You want someone that
hasn't been. You want someone at Overeater Anonymous that
understands the struggle. who like walks by a plate of potatoes and grabs my hand and goes, "Come on, buddy. I know
we're doing this together.
Yeah. I got you.
We
can walk by the nooks and crannies of the English muffin."
That actually does make sense.
I know. He does.
I hate when you do this thing.
It's annoying.
But I don't want to take diet advice from somebody who's always been thin.
Right. Thank you. See, Brittany, and here's the thing. When I read this at 4 a.m., when I read this story at 4 a.m. this morning, I'm like, well, obviously this is dumb. She needs to go as a prosecutor. And then stupid Demetrius has 5 minutes with me. And now I'm like, maybe she should stay. We want someone with experience.
Just saying.
I know. Just saying. You are just saying. A water rescue on the Maumee River closes the MLK Bridge,
which is ridiculous. MLK should never be closed.
Were they? I was following this on like the Toledo Scanner group or whatever. Did they
Oh.
rescue the person or did they not?
Let me look.
Because like there was no conclusion.
No,
before I went to bed.
Still no conclusion this morning as I looked.
Oh no!
So we don't know if the person, if there was a, we don't even know if there was a person. We just know that was the call was someone was in the water, and then whether we don't know. The Shot Spotter is renewed in North and East Toledo. $280,000 for the final year of its contract. For those that don't know, Shot Spotter will
I don't understand
recognize shots.
why we have that.
What do you mean?
We don't need it. We have Nextdoor or Facebook. How many times have you guys come across the poster? All of a sudden, it's like, have you heard gunshots over here? Boo, boo, boo. Like they'll tell you where the gunshots are.
Yeah. No, I know.
We could save a lot of money by just utilizing our citizenry.
$280,000 worth. So this one to me, I'm sad by. Because I was,
and you're smiling.
I was thinking
people show grief differently.
I was thinking this kid was going to be different. Like I had hope in this kid that he sees his father is in Bustle and would take the opposite path. But unfortunately, Barron Trump has been selected to be a Florida delegate at the Republican National Convention. So he is going to.
How funny would it be if he cast his vote for Marco Rubio?
Or what's her name? Nikki Haley.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I live with you, and you can barely run this house.
Barron is one of them. He's. I had hope, but
did you?
I did.
His name was Barron,
but he's a kid. He's a kid.
Like,
you see,
some
like,
kids are doomed from the get.
Yeah, he was doomed.
Like 12-year-old Adolf Hitler. We knew. We knew.
So TikTok is fighting back against the proposed U.S. ban.
Calling a ban so obviously unconstitutional, TikTok sued the U.S. government, trying to undo the.
The irony here, so TikTok isn't allowed in China because they don't want their citizens to have it. But Chinese want to use the under the guise of our constitution. Well, it's not even good enough for your citizens, you bastards. So
I think Instagram is also banned.
See, yeah,
in China.
So I don't need you preaching to me about the Constitution. Get out of here, China.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of like
shove it up your yin and yang.
It's kind of like your mom grounding you and then you suing your mom to get a stay on the grounding. Yeah. It's like she made the rules, bro.
Right.
Like
RFK Jr. once had a worm in his head that ate part of his brain and died.
I've never believed anything as much as I believe this to be true.
Right? For sure.
This is the most sense this man has ever made to me. I'm like, no, you have a worm in your brain. I believe you.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I went like this. Oh,
that's how it makes it.
He's adorable to look at. Behaves as if there's a worm in his brain.
Yep.
I couldn't put my finger on it, but now I know what it is.
So let's see. So he once had a worm in his head. This came in a deposition he gave in 2012 from his divorce from Mary Richardson Kennedy. He was probably trying to pay her as little as possible. So he listed some cognitive issues that had diminished his earning power. One of them was the worm. He said that in 2010, he was experiencing severe memory loss and mental fog. So he consulted with a top neurologist who suggested his problems were caused by a worm that got into my brain and ate a portion of it and then died. So I was watching the news, and they're like, well, how could that? How does a worm get into your brain? Well, this freaked me out because they said he went on one of his overseas trips. Mm-hmm. He probably didn't wash his hands. So it went into the small intestine, got into the bloodstream, and then rolled up to his brain and decided to have a little squat there. And that's where it stayed.
Wow.
So
that is such a fear of mine.
What?
Like stagnant water or any of like those bacteria.
Oh, I think it's brain worms.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Brain worms. Oh my God. Like, honestly, my mom had me so scared of creeks and things with things that could swim into my pee hole. she make sure it's covered. You don't want anything swimming up in there. I was like, how do you swim up in there?
How do you cover it with a condom?
When I was little, I was a rubber band on the tip.
Oh my God.
Like a little band-aid, just good, like right over it.
Yeah.
Flesh colored so it matched. And
look at like over the last couple of years, you hear about these people getting bacteria infections,
Yep.
going into lakes and that creeks, whatever.
Yeah.
And then their limbs are getting cut off.
Yeah. No,
It's
for
just
sure.
crazy.
It was terrifying.
The other day, it's like I left a pizza out. Do I eat some pizza the next day, or
oh, absolutely.
But I remember us reading.
This is still America. I don't know what you're doing with your life if you got a question day old pizza.
I remember us reading a story. I think
Cover your pee hole, then you eat it.
Someone. You have to cover your pee hole before you eat the day old pizza that's been sitting out. I didn't know that. Okay.
Black Isles will swim up your pee hole.
I did. Producer Doug said when a person accidentally swallows pork, tapeworm eggs, the eggs hatch in the intestines, and the larvae can travel to other organs, including the brain.
So, like, if you eat a raw pork chop,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Trichinosis.
There's a time I would have done anything for a tapeworm, but now I'm terrified. Now I'm terrified.
Yes. The Drake Kendrick Lamar beef has found its way into presidential politics. President Biden's social media team made a video about Donald Trump featuring Euphoria, one of Kendrick Lamar's diss tracks to Drake, because that's where we are now as a nation.
I cannot
I want it
have
to be
my
over all of it.
presidential candidates dropping
can't.
diss tracks. I can't. Is this the natural progression from debates?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Our next diss track is Donald J. Trump. What do you got to say about Biden?
Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max bundle is going to launch this summer. No word on what it'll cost. Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max.
We're just describing cable.
It is.
We're just re-describing cable. Go back to it. I don't know what else to say.
We have been scammed as a country so hard.
Constantly.
We're like, oh, let's cut this cord. Everything's going to be gumdrops and lollipops. And man, it is not. We've recircled the cable. We've done a circle back.
I would even say that we are paying more than what we used
We
to.
are 100% paying more now, and also there are companies that exist that like you can hire to cancel the subscriptions that you've forgotten that you even have because you now have 100 of them. Like this is a giant scam.
It's an offshoot of the timeshare thing.
It is. Well, and the other thing too is like I would rather go back to cable with where like the channels were there. Like now you have to go, if you're going to Max, you have to click on the Max and you got and you got to go to Netflix and it's no, I just want all the channels there again.
And then they want to know who's watching, so you got to click your name.
I know.
There's nothing worse than putting a password in with a TV remote.
Oh my god!
It's the worst.
Well,
the worst.
And then
The worst.
remembering what streaming platform the show you're watching was on. What was that on
Oh
again?
my god! Like I'm so excited. Look, the only upside to streaming is the fact that when I forget what streaming platform it's on, I know it's still going to be there when I find it.
Yeah, you haven't missed it.
It's a pleasant surprise.
Right.
I'm like, oh, it's on
demand.
Max.
Yeah. Can we just combine that on one thing though? Like, can we make the perk of that? And now I'm describing TiVo. I'm describing things that actually already exist.
Because I have Apple TV and I can search Apple TV and whatever the show is, and it'll tell me what streaming service is on, and then I can just click on the streaming service and it'll take me to it.
I was gonna say, like, even on my, I'm gonna say YouTube TV or whatever, underneath it says what like top shows and stuff on different.
When's the last time you watched a show?
I don't.
I don't want to take advice from you on finding
Yes,
shows.
you do, because I can click it because I wanted to watch probably Gypsy Rose, and that was like the top streaming things. So you could just click on it, and it
Okay,
would take you over to whatever network.
Does it make you question why all of a sudden these streaming services are so cooperative with one another? Like you can click on, you can be on Apple TV and click and get to Netflix from there,
or you can get a Hulu Max bundle.
If I have a competing streaming service,
right?
I'm
Not
the
gonna make it
idea
easier.
that I'm going to make it easier for my customers to get to your platform.
I'm
from mine.
I'm not going to
sounds weird.
I'm not going to put a hyper button on the Wolf so you can get the K100.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't make sense.
I'm not giving you a voucher to go to McDonald's for their fries when you just left my Burger King drive.
Right, exactly, because their fries are better. It all makes no sense. I was a victim of online sextortion in high school.
That's a real thing.
Yes, that is Taylor. A 25-year-old woman from Maryland was a freshman in high school when she received a message on Facebook asking if she had ever sent a nude photo. What followed next were thousands of messages, threats, and demands for nude photos from the person on the other side of the computer, and a person whose identity Taylor did not know. Now Taylor, who asked her last name to not be used to protect her privacy, says she is sharing her story of being a victim of sextortion in hopes of educating parents and kids.
Send pictures?
Sextortion is I don't know. Let me see. Sextortion is a crime in which people adopt fake identities online, coerce victims to send nude photos of themselves, and often try to get victims to pay money in exchange for a promise not to post the videos. This is a huge problem.
Do you know who's the biggest victim of this?
Who?
Boys.
Really?
Yep.
Well, because it's easy for a hot girl to.
Boys are the biggest victims of sextortion when it breaks down, because boys are more apt to send a picture to a girl.
Sure,
if she asks
got it
for
on the ready.
Yeah, like you're like, what? I've been waiting for this. But let's go time.
So I knew the girl would think I was hot.
They are the most at-risk group for sextortion.
Yeah, no, I agree. So you just watch it. I mean, but a lot of people they're just random. They'll message you and then they become friends with you, and then you start sending pictures, and then next thing you know, all your friends and family on your Facebook page all have pictures of your wee.
I do think this just needs to be made scarier, like to the kids. Like I have 3 teenagers, and I'm telling you, like I am forever telling them one questionable picture that sits on your phone that you send to anybody is you could go to jail for that. Like just threaten jail constantly.
100%.
What I have to say. Like
no,
you can't. I can't send my friend a picture of myself if I'm under 18 without technically it being illegal.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think they understand that part.
They can't even send it to you.
No.
Like you can't have a picture of your that's
correct.
crazy.
Yeah. Because you're advocating for your kids to send you naked pictures?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm gonna tread lightly.
Airbnb has shares have slid on a lower revenue forecast despite a doubling of net income. I guess they're making money, but they can't figure out how to
keep it
right.
Well, their customer service is the worst.
I hate them.
Airbnb is all you see are complaints about their customer service on like travel groups. Everyone says don't stay in an Airbnb, which I have no interest in that. I want to be taken care of. Yeah.
Thank you.
I tried to do an Airbnb once. Somebody clearly owns something at a Margaritaville hotel. So I was like, oh, this is way cheaper than booking through the hotel. I booked it, and then 2 weeks prior, they said the owner doesn't want to rent it out.
It happens all the time on Airbnb.
And so, of course, then here I'm thinking I'm getting this Margaritaville hotel for $200,
right.
And then it's not, and I still have to now go pay.
They also like charge you. The fees are just insane. It usually ends up being not cheaper. We just rented 2 houses in Florida last month, and the cleaning fee alone was like for the retreat.
At the same time.
A retreat.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
The cleaning fee's about.
Let's retreat to our second property.
Yes.
We had our summer homes, and like it was like a $500 cleaning fee.
It's insane.
And I still had to do all this stuff to even check out of it. He didn't give me a bad review, so I still had to do all of the laundry, all of the dishes, strip all 25 beds, do all of it. I'm like, but I'm paying you $500.
25 beds. The end of the driveway to get to the second property is so long they call that an excursion.
I had to yell my chambermaid's name 3 times before she woke up.
I had to clap twice.
I'm not built
and then all the lights
labor,
went
and
off
I
in the
was
house.
doing nothing but peasant labor and still being charged. What I was saying.
And you could do that at home.
That's what I'm saying. Go to a hotel where somebody,
we'll take
I'd
care of
rather
you.
just tip somebody that will come and clean my room every
I
day.
had to take the rugs out and hang them over a line and beat the dust out of them. It was ridiculous.
I mean, the pool wasn't heated. The garden here was small. The ice maker was weird. I could go on. I'd rather go on.
The bag smelled like vanilla instead of lavender.
People in Sylvania
probably stay at a hotel.
People in Sylvania are going, preach it, Brittany.
I know. There's like
someone needs to speak up for us.
Sylvania
I'm
housewife
arranging a 5K for this.
just fainted from triggering.
triggering.
Dude, guys just walked into the room. We're like, oh my God, my wife is down. Oh, somebody must be talking about Airbnbs.
I got to do all the work. Oh,
honey, it's okay. Consuela.
Like, Consuela isn't getting hired out. Brittany's gonna have to find her own Consuela.
Right.
She can find Angela.
That is it's Angeline. Right, that is the news. That is the news. Here's traffic and weather.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and
you.
Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Construction work at I-475 southbound between Airport Highway Exit 8 and US 24 Exit 4. Expect the lane restrictions and traffic shifts for I-475 widening and construction of a new interchange at US Route 20A through this year. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 55 degrees and cloudy, and for your Thursday, May 9th, watch for scattered rain showers with a high of 57. And for your nighttime, there will be scattered light rain showers with a low of 48. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf.
I can tell you my friends over at Dickey's Barbecue. Dickey's Barbecue Pit, established in 1941. So good. It's Texas barbecue brought right here to the 419 in Perrysburg. Some of the best barbecue in town, whether you want some ribs or some pulled pork or some brisket or some of the baked wings with barbecue sauce slathered all over them with some mac and cheese and some baked beans or some green beans. I mean, just their sides are delicious. Their meat is delicious. Check them out, Dickey's Barbecue. They've been in business for 82 years. Why? Because they have the best barbecue around on Fremont Pike, right next to the new Crumble in Perrysburg. Go check them out.
I'm from Wojo's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. With the change of season, it's always good to have good maintenance on your heating and air conditioning.
And when we do these cleaning checks, it's not just a check. We actually clean your condenser outside. We'll replace your filter for you. We check refrigerant levels, electronic connections, blowers, just to make sure that is running adequately.
All right. And how do we get a hold of you at Wojo's?
You can call us at 419-693-3220 or reach us on the web at Wojo's Heating.
Talking insurance with Tom Hudak from Regan Insurance Company.
Why do you care so much about the consumer over your business? Because there's time after time where you've said, hey, if you're comfortable with your agent, that's great. Stay there. If you just need to have questions answered, I can help you.
There's a lot of things I don't know about. And I like when I can go and I can find somebody who I can trust. I have a mechanic who is going to tell me whether I should fix something on my car, whether something needs to be fixed or not, even if it doesn't make him any money. There are people in the community, and if we all work together and we take care of each other that way, we're all going to be a lot better off than if we all just look out for ourselves.
So you think of this more as the importance to the community than it is to get as much business as you can.
Absolutely. If we're all looking out for each other, then that means somebody's looking out for us too, and it all comes back to us.
How can we get a hold of you at Regan Insurance Company, Tom?
They can call us at 419-292-0001 or online at reganins.com. It's REGANINS.
We all know Toledo is a place where brands go to test new food and drink product. Well, Toledo is doing it again. A brand new adult beverage has taken over the 419. There's nothing like it in the country. Turtles Brew Sweet Tea and Bourbon, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. It comes in some amazing flavors, such as cherry lime sweet tea and bourbon, orange vanilla sweet tea and bourbon, raspberry peach sweet tea and bourbon, and many more flavors are coming soon. Get Turtles Brew at
Marino's Beverage Depot, Vulcan Wine and Liquor, Sean's Irish Tavern, all 3 locations, Glass City Beverage Center, Joseph's Beverage Center,
or ask for it by name at your favorite bar, restaurant, or where you purchase your adult beverages. If you know an establishment that should carry Turtles Brew, drop us a line at turtlesbrew.com. A portion of all sales is donated to support efforts to save sea turtles. Turtles Brew, a bourbon lover's tea.
Progressive presents Flo and JD announcing a monster truck rally.
Here comes the obliterator. Whoa, and he's up on 2 wheels. That can't be safe.
I got to tell you about my friends over at Furniture Palace, Toledo's largest locally owned furniture store. Their concept is simple: quality name brand furniture and mattresses you get at the major stores in town, but at the guaranteed lowest prices in town. Doesn't matter if you've got good credit, doesn't matter if you got bad credit. They are going to take care of you with that no credit needed financing with as little as $50 down at Furniture Palace. Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Navarre Avenue, Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Coming up in 30 seconds, Steve Sleaze in the 50s, brought to you in part by Med1 Care.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. Med1 Care has all the answers and more. Med1 Care offers home health, medical staffing, and outpatient therapy and rehab. Med1 Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? Med1 Care is hiring, competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandates. Med1 Care is also the Toledo Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. So it's easy to see Med1 Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze on the 50. Baroness, it is for Steve. By the way, I did get a message on the old Facebook, and it says from Betsy, no Kelly, no Demetrius, no reason to listen. Sorry, not sorry.
Wow.
Well, then Demetrius ended up showing up, Betsy. So that's such a Betsy thing to say, and you just missing out on a day, Betsy. All right, Baroness in for Steve. Go ahead, Baroness.
All right. So Betsy loves me.
No, she doesn't. She only loves Kelly and only loves Demetrius.
Oh, we got some TV coming up tonight. This looks cute. I was actually looking at it last night. Mother of the Bride on Netflix. It's a romantic comedy starring iCarly's Miranda Cosgrove as the bride and Brooke Shields as the mom, who's shocked to learn that the father of the groom is the guy who broke her heart years earlier. That'll be cute.
Oh.
A cute little romantic story.
I like it. It sounds like a spinoff on that Miley Cyrus thing. Like all of a sudden,
the sister's boyfriend that dumped for the mom.
and all of a sudden she gets her revenge by sleeping with the boy.
So they don't call this rip from the headlines.
We got Love Undercover on Peacock, a reality show about 5 international famous soccer stars who come to the U.S. to secretly try to find love with American women who are clueless about their fame or fortune.
It sounds like Hunt for a Visa.
Yeah.
Well, and it also sounds like getting your ego hurt, because when you come here and realize how insignificant football is, your kind of football out here in America. In America, we don't play that stuff. Well, but as kids we do. Why has soccer not become bigger? Because as kids, everyone plays soccer, especially suburban kids. Everyone plays soccer.
I think it is. I think it's slowly getting bigger in the U.S.
But I've been hearing that since I was a kid, though. Like I remember the California Surf. They played at Anaheim Stadium. I'm from California. I don't know if you knew that, Brittany. But they
California, the state?
Yes, I'm
LA.
I'm from LA.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we're out. There's a professional soccer team called the California Surf, and everyone's like, "Soccer's about to be the next." And all my friends played soccer. I'm like, maybe soccer's going to be big. And then here we are, 40 years later, and
I think less and less people are playing football, just due to the health reasons. Like
Yeah.
our soccer team at our school is bigger than our football team, I think.
Really?
It is.
Yeah.
I think more parents are pulling their kids out of it just for health reasons.
Yeah.
So I think the shift will eventually happen. Also, obviously, it's the superior sport. So
I'm not. You're not pulling me in with your
offhanded comment, your backhanded comment,
verbal trap. I'm not doing that. We both know that you're wrong. Take that when you're Arby's hash brown someplace else.
Or what else, K2?
We got some other things. The second season premiere of Pretty Little Liars on Max. And one of my favorite shows, the third season finale of Next Level Chef on Fox. We also got 911 and Law and Order, Grey's Anatomy, So Help Me Todd, Law and Order SVU, Elsbeth, Station 19, and Law and Order Organized Crime.
Jesus. Man, talk about sucking the life out of a franchise.
Yeah, for sure.
Stop.
I know you love all the Law and Order.
I love organized crime. I'm a little over SVU. Like, there's only so much rape and abuse a person can watch.
Yeah.
Like, it is just very weird.
Yeah. What else?
So just like the rest of us, Questlove has had enough of the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. So they're not what they used to be, and nobody knows this more than Questlove, and he's had enough of it. In an Instagram post, he said, "Nobody won the war. This wasn't about skill. This was a wrestling match, mudslinging, and takedown by any means necessary. Women and children and actual facts be damned." He also ripped into the people who egged it on. Some audience wanting blood will soon put up RIP posts like they weren't part of the problem. Hip hop truly is dead.
Wow.
Agreed.
Questlove is, and that's an influential voice in the hip hop community.
I don't even know who that is.
He's
I don't
the drummer
either.
for the Roots.
Oh, there you go. That's
Okay.
right. I knew it was. I knew it was.
I'm
important.
sorry, you would probably know him better as the house band for the Jimmy Fallon show.
Yo, yeah,
pretty much.
Oh, thank you, Demetrius.
Damn,
Everybody. Oh yeah,
that guy.
No one's ever heard of the Roots in this room. They the Jimmy Fallon band. From the Tonight Show.
I like those guys.
They're a band now?
All right, what else?
On another note, there was another incident at Drake's Toronto home. An intruder was intercepted and handed over to the police. No if it was related to the other Kendrick situation going on. So I want to know what is going on with Miss USA. This is just crazy. So just days after Miss UA stepped down, Miss Teen USA did the same. This was less than 8 months after making history by winning the title. So she said that her personal values no longer fully align with the direction of the organization. Like, I wonder what's going on behind the scenes.
Right.
They're trying to get NDAs released because they want to tell their side of the story.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It says, after months of grappling with this decision, I've made the choice to resign. I'm grateful for all the support. I will always look back on my time fondly in the experience of representing my state as a first generation Mexican Indian American at the national level was fulfilling.
Mexican Indian American.
Wait, hello.
Yes, so she was the first Mexican Indian American to win.
Wow.
She's gorgeous, by the way. I was
Yeah.
I mean, just like
Winners.
Oh my God, I can be like, oh, she looked like a troll.
Yeah.
No, she was gorgeous.
Show me how much
But
you
it's
had to
weird.
overcome with a lazy eye
They're
and 2
8
teeth.
months into this. Like
Yeah.
they're almost done.
There's something going on
So
back there.
obviously something happened.
Yeah.
So
because he
Brittany,
wouldn't just quit.
you're kind of following this a little bit.
I got sucked into it yesterday. I had never watched this a day in my life, but I was so invested yesterday. Just yesterday.
I have the worst story. I was coming home from New Jersey, my flight got delayed, and I had to go spend the night. And I don't remember if I was in the city in New York or Newark. I forget which one they put me up in. But I get to the hotel. I've been sitting at the airport all day. So, and I very much wear yoga pants, like the most comfortable outfit ever, unlike Brittany, who says you got to dress up to travel. And I barely had makeup on. I had been on a 4-day drinking binge. I show up to my hotel, and there's all these gorgeous girls all dressed up, standing out in front of the hotel, getting their pictures taken. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I walk in, and there's these huge bouquet of long stem roses, all like that had been sent to the hotel. That were all standing up on the desk. And I'm like, what did I walk into? And she said, we just had Miss USA Teen here last night. And this is the follow up from it. And this is all the photography. I'm texting my boss and I'm like, I am the troll of everything today.
They start handing her their tickets for the cars.
Yes. They were like, here, honey, let me help you. So my boss
We're
was
so glad we could get all together here and raise money for whatever cause you're representing.
I'm texting my boss like in tears. I don't have my bag, so I can't even get a good shower like with my stuff. And she's like, just start walking behind them as they're fluffing them for their pictures. Maybe some spray tan or spray makeup will fall off onto you a little bit. It was the depressing weekend ever.
Unlike Brittany checking into her 25-room mansion
I know,
with
right?
makeup on
and a ball gown on.
I like to feel good when I land.
When I land, I feel good.
I think we should still dress up and smoke on airplanes.
I would go for the smoking, but man,
giant seats that feel like lazy boy.
In the old days, we used to dress up, and you look at the old school, the pictures from the 60s, 70s, 50s. I don't know, but everyone's in suit and tie and a nice hat, and what are those bolo hats? What are those called? The hats that detectives wear.
Yeah, I think they were called bowler.
Is they? Yeah.
Like my mom will always tell me like you had to dress up because if
it crashes, you want
if you died, you had to look nice and something.
If your plane crashes, I really don't care what my body's going to look like.
I don't want them to be like my family comes. So like, have you found any part of her yet? She had on, pajamas.
She had a ball gown on.
Ball gown.
Do you see them
My
cartoon
mom
pajamas?
would
That's her life.
She would always be like, make sure you got clean underwear on because just in case you get in an accident, you have to go to the hospital.
So then Renee just went with not wearing underwear.
Right.
All right. One more.
We'll do one more quick one. Martin Lawrence has announced his first stand-up tour in 8 years.
Oh. I watched a clip.
I haven't seen anything about him in forever.
It's confirmed. Oh, you're done. Okay. So I'll go along the same lines. They did a Martin reunion at some award show, and him and all the cast came out, and he was not well. I mean, he looked very stroke-like. Now I don't want to see her say he had a stroke. We don't know for sure.
I
but
believe that. I'm sure I don't have enough medical expertise
to
go out and make a 100% diet, but he shows a lot of the signs of people who've had severe strokes.
Right. Something's going on with him.
Like his speech is slow.
Right.
Like,
and maybe he was drunk, maybe he just had a bad day or what, but because it was just this one show and I'm like, wow. And then people online were like, what's wrong with Martin? Anyway, all right. Well, hopefully he'll do a great stand-up special. Thank you, Baroness. Brought to you in part by Cocina de Carlos. This weekend, you need to get to Cocina de Carlos and get you some amazing Mexican food. It is the best Mexican food in Toledo, of course, voted by you in 2023's 2023 City Paper Awards. So they have Cocina de Carlos in Perrysburg, Cocina de Carlos in Waterville, and, of course, they have Lupita's in downtown Perrysburg. Get on in there this weekend and get some amazing Mexican food.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, we have hundreds of nice, newer vehicles to choose from at Nationwide Auto Finance. Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 1077 The Wolf.
DJ Insane.
I got smoke in my hair, my clothes thrown everywhere. Woke up in my rocking chair, holding a beer in my hand, sporting a neon tan. My stereo cranked up, I can't find my truck. How'd I get home from the club? Ain't got a clue what went down. So I started calling it around, and all my friends say I started shooting doubles when you walked in. All my friends say. I went a little crazy seeing you with him.
We were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there on a balcony in summer air. See the lights, see the party, the ball counts. See you make your way through the crowd and say hello. Little did I know that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said stay away from Juliet. And I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All that's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say.
Ain't that some back home, buddies in the field, mud on the wheels, yeah. Ain't that some thick smoke, Silverado, tearing up a 2-lane road. Ain't that some C-O-U-N-T-R-Y? We've been doing since we was J-High. There's folks out there, T-R-Y, this. Man, ain't that some that you hate to grow up and miss? Hate to think of what if. I didn't even know what a honey hole with a Zepco when my jeans roll and a painted skull in my lip. Even is, they say we ain't got a pot, but I thank God for this. Ain't that some bad home, but it's, yeah, ain't that some thick smoke, Silverado, tearing up a 2-lane road. Ain't that some C-O-U-N-T-R-Y? We've been doing since we was J-High. There's folks out there in T-R-Y, this, man.
Out in these fields in the hot summer sun, over by the gate, Lordy, here she comes with a basket full of chicken and a big cold jug of sweet tea. I make a little room and she climbs on up, open up a throttle and stir a little dust. Look at her face, she ain't a fooling me. She thinks my tractor's sexy, it really turns her on. She's always staring at me while I'm chugging along.
DJ Insane. Met a girl downtown at the bar last night and we got talking. Said she likes cheap drinks and tattoos and Morgan Wallen. She said, what about you? I said, I like late night bonfires, Yellowstone, Whiskey Myers, and lifted trucks with mud on tires, and I'm back. Feeling like a million bucks, still trying to live it up live in America. Grew up in the Appalachian Mountain South of the Mason-Dixon in a small town area. Been trying to tell y'all for a minute that I'm here. I ain't going nowhere anytime soon. I'm in my hometown right now with the windows down at the Cookout drive-thru. Pull up, hop out, Walmart, late night. Red box movie, you need date night. This that full moon rising. Girl, I'm full of surprises. Camo pants with the Air Johns. I'm so stylish. Don't ask me for my opinion. I want y'all to get offended. Everybody's just so sensitive. It's crazy, it's ruined so many friendships. Okay, I'm gonna come back later. Why would I care about my haters? All I care about's my friends, my family, and my Lord and Savior. I'm back.
DJ Insane. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars. Are you talking trash to me? If you got something to say it.
I do.
Say it to my face.
I will. Right to your face. Like, people just, like, he'll say something, Andrew, like, for instance, this.
What?
Cold food's healthy for you. And then somebody will go, really, Nico? I don't know. It could be.
No, it is.
How?
How? Like cold
Tell
food
me
is
how.
healthier. Like, okay, I don't like cold food. I only like hot food. So, but cold, and then Renee was like, what do you consider cold food? I'm like, salad, sandwiches, carrots and celery.
I mean, I guess it's fresher.
Right. Well, yeah, but I like everything hot. So like the hot food's not as healthy for you.
So you rather eat
I rather eat spaghetti and burgers and
I want to know how cold food is healthier for you.
Well, name a healthy hot food.
Name a healthy hot food.
A healthy hot food. Okay. Baked salmon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Grilled chicken.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But I'm just saying in general. I don't like.
I think what you're trying to describe are vegetables.
I know.
I think the word you're looking for isn't hot and cold. Those are vegetables.
It's vegetable.
Those are often cold.
Thank you. Like you like your vegetables hot.
Vegetable.
Vegetable.
I was gonna say you prefer a cooked carrot over a raw carrot.
I do.
I mean,
cooked carrots are good.
Yeah, very weak job. It's hard to chew through an uncooked carrot.
I mean, he's kind of right.
Yeah, Demetrius.
I mean, they're good. The carrots are good.
I mean, if he
They're
prefers a grilled sandwich over a cold sandwich.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I did a sandwich, I would, like if you gave me a bologna or salami sandwich and it's cold, I'm going to eat it, but I'm not going to enjoy it as much as like what do they call those melts? Like a melt. Like I would rather have like a chicken sandwich. I'd rather have it melted, with toasted bread.
I think I'm agreeing with you because, like, I'll
Thank
take
you, Renee.
I'll take turkey and warm it, like turkey lunch meat.
Yeah.
Warm it up in a pan,
Mhm.
and then so you got your 3 slices, and then you put cheese in the center of it, and
Yeah.
then you top it with the other 3 slices,
Uh-huh.
and then you eat it like a sandwich.
Oh my God, you are
And it's
eating.
hot and melty.
You are using the meat as bread. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying I'm just eating a sandwich without the bread, but I could just
So,
pull it
yeah.
out of the fridge and eat it cold.
So you just
but I
roll-
prefer it
warm.
hot,
Yes.
it like warm and cheesy.
I wonder
Like
if that's a
chicken breast sandwich with chicken breast for bread.
I think I may have just identified a thing that no one has ever identified before.
Yes.
Cold food versus hot
Yeah,
food.
you know what? Nobody was ever looking to.
There needs to be a study done. I bet hot food people probably have battle weight issues. We battle weight issues.
I eat hot food and cold food, so I can't vouch for that.
You don't count.
I bet you people who eat hot food are battling infidelity. There's 100% across the board. Cold food people faithful. Hot food people can't keep it in their pants.
The way this works is you start with a hypothesis, and then you have to then now prove your hypotheses. So now I've got the hypotheses out there.
I would interview 100 people. I would spend.
Would you?
You would have.
No, you should do that. Like, you should do that.
I think you were volunteering to
No,
do it.
no, I think you should have put it in the food truck, just a little clipboard, and ask for people's input. Once you get 100, I think that's a study.
If you prefer hot food over cold food or don't like cold food, have you had weight issues in your life?
Ask them, do they prefer a hot burrito or a cold burrito?
That's I think everyone would say hot
You know what?
burrito.
I have not seen.
Cold burrito's a wrap.
I have not seen a chubby Eskimo, and I can't tell you how long.
Okay, what does that mean?
Well, I assume all their food is cold.
Why?
Because they're Eskimos.
No, just because they live in cold climate doesn't mean they don't cook their salmon. What are you talking about? What is this ridiculous conversation you've got?
I bet you all Eskimos are skinny.
I don't know. It's really weird me out that
cheeks
the
are
more you talk
so-
about it, it's actually making sense.
Thank you.
The two of you,
I am not.
which just goes to show it only takes a little bit of.
God, I love Brittany.
Yeah, I mean, I just said charred romaine lettuce is like way better than cold romaine lettuce.
Yeah, see, I am right. 419-345-3375. Got a text message. Says, I'm trying.
I just don't understand.
I'm trying to.
I need my lettuce hot.
There's some restaurants you go to and they give you charred romaine lettuce.
I'm like, are you guys out of meat back there? Is that what's happening? Are you just out of stuff to grill?
Someone said I'm trying to eat cold, aka vegetables. Then I had to listen to half an hour about breakfast sandwiches. All right, K2, we got an inbox issue. What is it?
We do. Hey guys, love the show. I need your input. Recently, my neighbor, who is a single mother of 2, asked to borrow my car. Feeling empathy for the situation, I agreed to lend it to her. However, when she returned the car, I noticed a strong smell of weed inside, which has lingered despite my efforts to freshen it up. I am extremely upset and disappointed by this discovery, especially because she had her young children in the car during her borrow. I am torn between wanting to confront her about the situation and feeling unsure about how to broach the topic without concrete proof other than the lingering smell. I feel a responsibility to address the issue, especially considering the presence of the children.
Oh, God.
If you were in my shoes, would you recommend having a conversation with my neighbor about the smell of weed in my car?
So,
Demetrius, why are you so well? You're passionate
because,
about this.
I'm going to say you have every right to complain about the smell of weed in your car. You have no right to come at her as if she is a bad parent. You can't go all of a sudden now she had children in the car. Stop. You can be mad about your car, but you keep this whole I'm taking the moral high ground thing because of there's children.
Well,
I don't
she's
like
smoking
that.
around children.
So
what?
Who are you?
What?
I hate when I pull up and I see somebody smoking in
Smoking
their car
with their kids.
Drives me crazy. It gives me flashbacks from when my mom smoked in the car with me.
Right. My mom smoked in the car with me too.
And you're fine.
Is he?
What, Renee? So wait.
I don't like the angle of attack when somehow you go, oh, I feel a moral imperative to say something because of the children.
Wow.
I don't like that.
And there's no actual proof that she was smoking in the car with the children.
Well, she could have just smelled like weed. I mean,
right. That's true too.
I don't think if you want to never be friends with this person again, then go ahead.
Say something.
Really?
But 100%, I would not bring up those kids one time. I would just say, "Oh, my car smells like weed. You want to detail it quick?"
Yeah. Hey, I heard they get this thing called Ozium that you can use.
I've seen that. Does that really work?
Yes, it does.
Does it?
Yes.
I don't understand why when there's vape pens now, why do you still choose to smell like weed or cigarettes?
Well,
it's crazy to me.
I am still, and I do feel like that when I see people smoke, I'm like, what are you doing?
I know.
There's so many different alternatives out there
to get the same fix
that you would like that would not make you stink. But there are some people who just prefer smoking.
Right.
There's nothing like a cigarette.
Really?
Nothing like it. Yeah.
And frankly, if she switched up her it's on call, I don't know what I would do.
Wait, what?
Like that is K2's it's on call. When I see her smoking, I know we are partying hard. It is going to be.
It's going down.
It's going down.
It's going down.
It's like when you see a sock on the doorknob.
What?
Like it's going down.
I didn't know. What does the sock on the doorknob mean?
I mean, somebody's doing it.
Yeah, when I was in college, if you saw like when we would go back and
You
there'd
don't
be a
know
sock
this?
on our doorknob, like what
They
if
did that in
our
California?
Yeah, you guys didn't get laid in California.
Sock on the
Just-
door?
You guys just let the door wide open. Whatever happens, happens.
They're
It's
too
just
busy
carnage.
playing soccer.
Just a huge pile of flesh that anybody can walk into and be shocked.
Well,
no.
no, but I mean, I would think there'd be a more subtle way to do it. Like you tie a ribbon to the door. Something.
Yes,
a sock on the door is like,
Put
whoa.
the sock on it. Every college kid has
It's
a ribbon.
not Shaq's sock.
Who's taking the time to tie a ribbon on the door? You're taking your sock off as you're walking in the room and shoving it on the handle.
Yeah.
God,
Could you imagine a guy wrapping a ribbon around the doorknob and the girl's like, what is going on? Celebrating.
It's a present. All right, 419-345-3375. Someone said, I'm with D. Leave that part of it alone about the kids being in the car. I don't know why you have to leave that alone. I'm
But
not.
that's none of your business. That's none of your business.
Welfare of the children is
none of your business. It's none of your like. Let somebody come up to you and say, "Hey, I don't think you should allow your children to ride in this messy car. I find your messy car triggering, and I find it to be traumatic to the children. And you every day should be responsible for cleaning your car so your children aren't traumatized." How would you feel about that?
I'm going to interrupt and I'm
Okay.
going to say, Andrew, your kids should not be driving in that RV. It is going to be traumatizing for them.
Why? Because it's beautifully painted.
You'll be the only family that you'll have cars trailing you because they won't want to ride in it.
I know.
They'll be like,
hey, Daisy's like, hey, I'll follow you.
yeah,
Wherever we're
once we're in
going.
the woods, I will park this. Whatever.
Poor Josie, because Josie's just at the age that she just
He
thinks
has no say.
she has no
She's
say.
5. She's got to ride in the RV the way it is. The way it's as beautiful as it is.
This is what she thinks is the norm.
I think it was a CompuSalt. I don't know what that was, Renee, but I feel a bit offended. I think I'm not sure why I feel offended, but I do feel offended. I'm not sure why. All right, let's get another text message in. It says, bringing up the kids puts her instantly in defense mode, and you'll make no headway at the actual point, which the point was she was smoking weed in your car. Allegedly, I mean, she didn't know for sure if she was smoking it, but it reeks of weed. For
people use this for all sorts of reasons: anxiety, anything else. I mean, they could be a better parent because they're smoking weed, to be honest with you. And unless you're following everybody out of an Applebee's who had a beer at a table with their kid, I guess I don't get the outrage of it.
Right.
It's not as dangerous.
Oh, one other says, and it's your neighbor, so you've got to live near someone who is mad at you and feels judged. So like that just ruins that whole relationship. So some people are saying just don't say anything at all. Maybe you just suck it up and don't say anything at all.
You know what? No, because here's the issue.
There is a disrespect there.
I lent you my car, right? I gave it to you. I expect it back in the exact same condition in which I gave it to you. And when I gave it to you, it didn't smell like weed.
But what if
when I get it back, I expect it not to smell like weed.
But what if she didn't smoke in the car and she just reeks of weed?
Then I still expect you to take care of the smell.
But I think if you're like a skunk can't smell its own smell, so you don't realize that the car is going to smell like weed because you smell like weed all the time. That's what you smell. So maybe she doesn't even realize that she left the weed smell behind because she's in it constantly from the time she wakes up.
I don't care.
She should have bought a black ice, one of those little pine cone things you can throw up on your the mirror. She would have never known. Whole thing would have been blown over.
Is that what you use?
Yeah, I used to. I don't keep it in my car anymore. I keep it at home.
All right. So K2, what do you think? Should she?
I think you should let the whole thing go.
Let the whole thing go. See, I think that's where I'm leaning
just don't give her the car
again.
Again.
Yeah, she's ruined any opportunity. And actually, what you should do is you hold on to it. And if she asks for the car again, it's like, look, man, I really can't. Last time it smelled like weed for a couple of days. I don't know what you do. I don't care what you do, but it's affecting my car. And so, I can't do that.
Right.
I'm with you. I think you don't say anything. You eat this one and then keep pushing. But Demetrius, you wanted to bring it up. You think
I would bring it up?
You would,
because the last thing I think your neighbor or anybody who has any kind of relationship with you would want is to hear when I come back or like they want to ask for the car again that you had an issue, right? If you've been sitting on this for like a month
she'll
or 2
never
months,
ask again.
then. But she will. If she doesn't think anything was wrong, she's going to ask.
Yeah.
And if you don't point out the fact that the last time you borrowed the car, it smelled like weed, then when she asks again, she's like, well, the last time you borrowed it, it smelled like weed. Well, why didn't you tell me?
But why cause an issue if you don't know she's going to ask you again? And then there's tension.
Well, what's the likelihood of your neighbor asking you for a favor? If she asked you for the car again, I'm going to say that, and you gave it to her, and then she's in need. I feel like the chances of her asking for the car again is greater than 80%.
Okay, so
how often are you going to run into a problem with your car that you have to ask and borrow again?
A lot of people.
So
not you, because you have many cars.
All right, so Demetrius says bring it up, but don't bring up the kid part.
Maybe just buy a weed car for people to borrow.
K2, Renee, and myself, don't bring it up unless she asks for the car again, and then bring it up. And what about you, Brittany? Where do you lie?
I mean, I want to say to bring it up, just the smell part, but like I know myself, and I would probably not.
Just suck it up.
Be like, I'll just go buy the stuff and clean it myself, and then I would lend the car again and complain again. I would.
And the day she needs to borrow it again, I'm sorry, I have an appointment.
Yeah.
Oops.
So lie to her.
Absolutely.
Well, now you're not that good of a friend if you lie to her, though.
Yeah.
Well, no one says she was my friend. She's just my neighbor.
Oh. Neighbor who I don't know, you may borrow my car. Which one would you like?
Like, I want a relationship with you.
All right, there you go. Someone said,
absolutely.
We got a quick text message and we'll wrap it up. A weed head like her neighbor will ask again. That's what like Renee was saying. She said she will ask again. Or no, Renee didn't say it. Demetrius said that.
Demetrius she will, but then I have a doctor's appointment.
All right, there you go. That is your inbox issue for
Maybe
today.
I'll drop you off and then run my errands, pick you up.
No, I don't think that.
Time for traffic and weather.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf. Oh my God. Here's your real-time traffic. Construction work at I-475 northbound between US 24 exit 4 and Airport Highway exit 8. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 55 degrees and cloudy, and for your Thursday, May 9th, watch for scattered rain showers with a high of 57. And for your nighttime, there will be scattered light rain showers with a low of 48. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf.
Oh, hey, I got to tell you about my friends over at State Line Sauce. The #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo, and it's got that way quickly because it is so darn good. If you love hot or just spicy, they're not even that hot. It's just spicy, but flavor, because a lot of those hot sauces they're vinegary or they're hot for no reason. They don't have the flavor to them. This has spice and flavor. You're going to love the combination. State Line Sauce. Get your bottle today. Go to StatelineSauceCO.com. That's State Line Sauce CO. It's time for you to get sauced.
Basement repair, we hear it all the time. My basement only leaks some of the time, like only when it rains really hard. That's like telling your doctor, I only have chest pains when I run. Not really a cure. Well, we know that 40% of the air you breathe at home is from your basement or crawl space, and it only takes 30 to 60 minutes for a professional inspection. By Toledo Basement Repair, protect your home, protect your family with Toledo Basement Repair. Call 419-504-HOME. 419-504-HOME.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you one of the nearly 10 million families that own a timeshare? Unfortunately, many families stuck in timeshares have learned the dark side of ownership, as their timeshare ends up being nothing like they were promised. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. If you were lied to when buying a timeshare, you're going to need help. I know this because I once worked as a timeshare salesman, but quit the business and made it my personal mission to help folks get rid of bad timeshares. That's why I put together a timeshare exit information kit to help you understand how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation. Over 30,000 families have trusted us to get rid of their timeshares. Many started out by simply calling us for the free information kit and are now timeshare free.
To get your free information kit, call Wesley Financial now. 800-814-1500. That's 800-814-1500. 800-814-1500.
I'm Honest Abe of Nationwide Auto Finance, and I'm crazy enough to do whatever it takes to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle. To prove it, I'm getting my entire body waxed, starting with my
To be honest, Honest Abe doesn't have to get his body waxed to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle at Nationwide Auto Finance.
Wait, what?
Our guaranteed approval is enough for that.
Now, crazy!
Nationwide has the largest inventory of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And with great warranties available, you know they're reliable.
Plus, push, pull, or drag your current vehicle in. We take anything as trade, and cha-cha-cha! I didn't even know I had
Find out more at nationwidetoledo.com. Then experience car buying the way it was meant to be at Nationwide Auto Finance, 2121 Woodville Road.
Come in for deals even crazier than me.
Visit nationwidetoledo.com.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy?
Totalmente.
And you get unlimited 5G data, $25 a line for 4 lines on the unlimited plan, at an amazing price with no contracts. Should you switch to Total by Verizon? Definitely.
Totalmente.
Find a store or switch suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Monthly rate when you activate without a pay plus taxes and fees. Discount begins the month after you enroll. Additional terms apply. See website for data management practices.
Towers Armory is the premier range and gun store in the tri-state area. Our indoor ranges are warm, comfortable, and only $20 unlimited time every day. And our winter special includes everything you need for 2. Lane rental, 2 boxes of 9mm or 5.56, unlimited pistol and rifle rentals, 2 targets, rental eye and ear protection, all for just $79.95. We have 14 state-of-the-art programmable ranges at distances up to 130 feet. Looking for CCW or carry training? In-house one-day classes are back and forming now. So stop in and sign up today or sign up anytime at towersarmory.com. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. If you've got unwanted firearms, stop in today for a fast and responsible way to sell your firearm. We've got over 3,000 new and used firearms in stock, the largest in-stock selection of ammo and accessories. towersarmory.com.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hi, this is Quentin.
And this is Brianna.
A little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips are how satisfying they are. The chicken strips are amazing. They're always filling, tender, and juicy. Definitely one of my favorite things on the menu.
My favorite thing is the last bite. The last bite is nice and juicy, and it's wrapped up in some crispy breading that keeps it nice and tasty. And being able to scoop up my Chick-fil-A sauce with it, it's just like the best part of the meal. It's an undefeated combo.
Order the chicken strips on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
We're going abroad for the first time in years, to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations.
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
And 7:43. Good morning. I'm Andrew C. Demetrius Nicodemus. K2, the Baroness. Let's see. Oh, Brittany Gibbons is here from the Family Road Trip Trivia Podcast and the brand new hot podcast. It's called Country Club Girls. And of course, Blog Midwest. Brittany.
None of them go.
It's so nice to have Brittany here and not have to stress about trivia. It's like I could just enjoy her presence. There's no
usually when she's here.
It is nice to walk in here and have people not moan or dread.
So, do you take that personal, Brittany?
I mean, I was beginning to. Why are you looking at me? Just you were at my last 3 shows. Yeah, you're right. I was like, why is Renee just stopped coming when I'm here?
Renee just stops coming. Oh, yeah.
It's actually a compliment. I'm like, oh, the show's good. They got Brittany.
Okay.
All right. Let's get into the health, beauty, lifestyle, fitness, fashion, and finance report. A mom is trying to sell people on 5 a.m. dates with your spouse. She's saying this is mom on TikTok, and she's got a lot of followers.
That's morning sex.
She's a mom to 4 boys, Brooks swears there is one specific time of the day that works best for dating your spouse. But you better be ready to wake up early as F. It's the most underrated time to spend quality time with your spouse. You guessed it, 5 a.m. She explains that her husband Ryan wakes up at 4:45 in the morning while she sleeps until around 5. Once they're both up, they talk. They bond before the kids wake up. She swears that this early riser date is the best method for married couples. She says, I'm convinced that if you're a parent, there's no better time for high quality time with your spouse in the early morning before your kids wake up. Date nights are nice, but they're only once in a while, and regular nighttime quality time isn't great for us because it's time with our kids, or they will sleep, or they're exhausted, or whatever. On the other hand, mornings are peaceful, they're quiet. We're less likely to dump our stress of the day on each other. Our brains are there in theta state, which means you're likely to be calm and in a flow state and more open to problem solving. If you don't believe me, I dare you to try a 5 a.m. morning date with your spouse.
I can totally see that.
I can too.
Yeah, just the quiet time in the morning together.
Mm-hmm.
Just that connection. And I think that's kind of what my parents had did, because my dad, he rarely was home in the evening. And so, but every morning my mom got up and cooked my dad a big breakfast, and that was when they would always have their time together.
Yeah, don't expect that today.
Yeah, I mean, I would never do that.
I will tell you.
What do you mean?
Like my ex-wife, there were 3 times of the day that you never talked to her. And that
morning, noon, and night.
That was it. You had to whisper things to her in her sleep.
Now you always say that, but there were good times.
I pushed those down with the trauma.
You can't. You got to remember,
yeah, I don't even remember being married.
See,
stop
a text message just came in 419-345-3375. It said, "Nope, I need my sleep." They're not gonna happen.
I'm the same way though. I could never do it, but it sounds great in concept.
There is nothing more frustrating in a relationship when you are a morning person and then your person is like an afternoon person.
Yep.
And that they will hate you.
They will.
They will grow to hate you when you wake up and you are like ready to go.
Like Colleen says, she says, I am not a Pop-Tart. Stop. You have to give me an hour before you even say anything. Like my medication's got to be in me. I gotta have a drink.
When I was managing people, they knew not to talk to me before 10 a.m. Like just avoid her.
I'll be up at 5, but don't talk to me or touch me at 5 a.m. That's like 9 a.m. activity.
No,
yeah, don't do any of that between 5 and 9.
All right, more of the health, beauty, lifestyle, fitness, fashion, finance report. Age 37 is when the average person starts feeling aches and pains. So if you're 36, hang on tight. You in for a wild ride. 37 is when the back pain starts and all the other pain start, the legs, the neck, the shoulders.
Isn't it funny that there's an age bracket? Because all of my old friends who can't see would be, and I would make fun of them, and they were like, wait till you turn 45. It was literally, I turned 45, and within 2 months, I could not see.
Yeah.
Within 2 months, I was completely blind.
I could not see.
I was on the phone with Stevie Wonder. What, is this how it happened to you?
Like literally, they're like, it's gonna be pain. Wait till you turn 45, and I would be like, hoo hoo hoo, and then I literally could not see.
It does scare me because there's people like. Have you ever seen someone where like you see someone and then 6 months later it's like, oh my God, what happened? Like it happened. If you get sick or on something, it happens so quick. That is scary to me. I have that fear for sure.
You get sick or what?
It's like something happens. Like and within like you could be perfectly fine, and the next minute something you get worm in your brain, and 3 months later you're like talking gibberish.
Yesterday I was sitting on the couch and my glasses were sitting on the counter in the kitchen, but I was on the couch with my phone and then right now it just looked like blurry stuff. I'm like, I hope it's not important because I don't plan on getting up anytime soon.
Like my glasses are on my nightstand, and then one night a I can probably count on 2 hands, that you kick it off or hit it off your nightstand in the middle of the night, and you get up to go get the glasses, and then you're on your hands and knees. And I'm
then John's like, "Oh, it's Monday." 5 a.m. day.
Literally.
You're looking for your reading glasses again, Renee? Here, let me help you find them from behind.
Yes, I am. Can you help me, random sir?
Yes. Anyhow,
if you could just push my face closer to the carpet.
Is this my glasses?
Yes, it is. It sure is your glasses.
Oh, I'm seeing things clearly now.
That's right, sweetheart.
Oh my God. So anyhow, but then what's worse is that you can't even see your glasses because it's all blending in with the furniture and the carpet. I can't see a thing.
Pushing from behind.
Can't concentrate.
Hard to focus my eyeballs.
Oh my God. They're so ridiculous.
Now, I know you're a coach over there, K2. You're a coach for a lot of things, like relationship coach. Here's a new one that TikTok is talking about. Parents are turning to empty nest coaches as kids get older to deal with the transition of going from kids in the house to empty nest.
Oh,
that is the thing.
I have that with my friends. I have my 2 best friends right now. Both of their first children are graduating high school this year. And the one wanted me to come spend, she lives in Jersey. She wanted me to come spend the whole summer with her because she's freaking out so bad about losing her first of 4 kids to college. And my other one's calling me crying every day, just not ready for it. So that's a start, a transition in the beginning. Yeah.
I didn't have that at all.
You were like, your kids are still home.
They were gone. And
you're going through it, aren't you, Brittany? You're
Can't
going.
even talk about
Yeah.
Really? Your kids going away. You're starting to tear
He
up.
just turned 18. I can't even talk about it. It was yesterday. That was my yesterday.
Oh my God.
I cried the whole day.
Really?
Because he's made it this far?
I mean, I don't know.
It's so sweet.
So you still have your daughter, though.
I still have 2 more.
2 more.
Oh, yeah, and she has sweet will.
Oh, I didn't know.
Wyatt,
I only see pictures of 2 kids. Those must be
I
your
really like the
favorite.
one. Yeah. I like the one. My oldest, he's very quiet, super shy. My middle one, which K2 has met, is not shy or quiet. If you ever come to trivia, he'll be there.
So you're older. You're devastated about your oldest leaving, even though you still have 2 others in the house. Obviously, your favorite.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna drop them off. I went to Ohio State. I don't know how my parents. I have no memory of them losing it when they dropped me off.
Oh no!
No memory of them doing it. But I mean, they
just
had
threw
it and
your
sad, right?
stuff on the side of the road.
My footlocker was still coming to rest as my mom was driving away.
Did they just? I was I don't know. I'm gonna be a mess, and he's just going Bowling Green.
Yeah, I remember, and we had a blast. We were having fun. We were making up for lost time.
Yeah. I'm gonna need your coaching.
Right.
I'll need to hire.
I think the difference is though you had yours so young, so you and your husband never got that alone time together. So when you're first left, the other one's never gonna leave.
Right.
But when the first one left, you got you were finally getting to be fun adults.
Well, no, our first one didn't move out till he was 23. So, and then Nicholas went to college for 4 years, and so we were by ourselves. But I mean, we had fun. I didn't have any sadness.
And finally, in the health beauty of any sadness whatsoever.
Have any sadness?
Bye. Yeah, you gotta understand. She's known her kids since she was a teenager.
Right.
So that's a long time to start to resent people.
Right. And now it's Nicholas. Nicholas is like, when are you guys going on vacation again? Because he wants the house to himself.
You're like this. Well, how about you get a house?
And finally, in the Health, Beauty, Lifestyle, Fitness, Fashion, Finance report, a designer brand in the UK just debuted $800 pre-stained jeans that make it look like you peed your pants.
Oh my God.
They made their runway debut last fall, immediately sold out when they hit the website. They're $810. They have a lighter wash to where the stain's not so obvious, more of an I peed my pants yesterday look, not today. It's kind of dried.
Yeah.
But they're saying that these are the hot new way to go.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No.
Well,
I think
remember
this
when
is going to
kids
be a
would get
lucrative
made
side
fun of
hustle
for
for me.
peeing their pants? Now it's a fashion statement.
Now it's a fashion.
It's all the
statement,
people in the villages buying them.
Health, beauty, lifestyle, fitness, fashion, and finance report for today. Here's
Wait,
traffic.
I
what?
wanted to ask
What?
Brittany. I wanted to ask Brittany
Go
because
ahead.
you said you were at the Villages,
Yeah.
and I was
For
listening
those
to
who
your
don't know,
podcast.
real quick, the Villages is the largest retirement home in the country. It's in Florida. It's where all the swingers and all the craziness and debauchery goes.
Yes.
And that's where Brittany hangs out.
Yes.
So, Brittany, but you said nobody had loofahs?
Not during the day. I looked
Oh,
at
not during
everybody's.
the
Yeah. I was like, I went out all loofah. I bought a variety pack of loofahs from Amazon before I went.
Uh-huh.
And I put it on Instagram. So that's what was on my Instagram yesterday.
So for
And-
those who don't know, loofahs are depending on the color of loofah that is hanging from your golf cart is what you're into as
Yes.
a
I
swinger.
picked yellow, which was nervous but open to it.
Nervous, but open to what is it?
I think it's just swinging.
Man,
Like pink which was I just want to watch. I want to watch it now.
Like,
I think
So we had pink and yellow on ours.
Pink and yellow was kind of a good combination.
Yeah,
Yes.
we thought we complimented.
Like,
it.
You want to watch, you're nervous,
Go ahead, Demetrius.
maybe.
like this would have to definitely be a conversation that you would have to have with your spouse about what color loofah you're going with.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think I could walk out of my house and then see whoever I was with and then go, nervous but open. What?
You have to have that comment. By the way,
Demetrius switched his loofah color out last week. That's all they do. They have no jobs. This is all
I
they do.
know. Could you imagine you start at hour 1 and you're like, I'm a little nervous, but maybe.
More
And then-
as the more drinks get in you, you
Yeah.
start switching
Right.
them out.
I'm gonna be pink because I want to watch and see how this is done. And then what's
There's like
another?
every color. There's actually a whole villages
Then
list
I'm
if you
going
Google
straight
it.
black. I'm getting right into it.
once you go black loofah,
Yeah, you never go oofa.
Yeah.
you never go. Once you go loofah, you never go oofa.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Anyway, I did get a text message and says our last child will be a senior next year. I am freaking out. What are we going to do with no kids in our house? Oh, and as the older ones left for college, I cried for hours, Brittany.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, you are missing out on an untapped resource.
What?
For all you empty nesters out there who are trying to struggle to find yourselves, reach out to divorced men who have nothing anyway. They are empty nesters from the get.
That's a forced emptiness.
That's a forced, and they've been living in it forever. They'll get you through it. They're going to go, first of all, there's going to be a couple months of heavy drinking. And then we're going to move into the gym phase, all while continuing the heavy drinking. Now, as we get through the gym phase, we will decrease the drinking slightly. But you're going to find things to do. You're going to go to the grocery store on Sundays and get tiny carts and push them around in sweatpants.
Those tiny carts are so
I
sad.
need like an empty nest Tinder. Like, do you want to go to Whole Foods today? Do you want to see a movie?
How about we all just attend random PTA meetings so like it's not like we're missing anything.
Right, to the school. You're hanging around the school that your kid used to go to.
like they used to when they graduated.
I feel like this is where they say you should start liking your spouse prior to your kids leaving,
Right.
Because after your kids leave, then that's what they're scared of, is being home with your
With
spouse
this dude.
all the time.
Yeah, I had
And
the
then
buffer. I had
then-
the buffer of the kids, and now I got to hang out with this dude.
And then people just start getting divorced
Yeah.
because they realize they don't like their spouse.
for real.
Because I will also say this, because once the kids leave, it's hard for her to turn off the planning part of her brain, all the scheduling and doing all the stuff that she used to do for the
Right.
kids. So then all of a sudden, all that focus goes to the husband.
Oh.
Now I start planning your day. Now I start laying out your clothes. Now I start telling you where you have to be, because now, oh my God, I don't have practice to get you to anymore. I got to get you to work. And now,
What if afterwards though you were getting your husband to practice? You're like,
you're like, all of a sudden you got swim trunks laid out, and you're like, I'm on a softball team.
Right. And it's about keeping it spicy. Like you keep acting active and you got to keep on moving.
The energy has to go somewhere.
The energy does have to go somewhere. That is your health, beauty, lifestyle, fitness, fashion, and finance report for today. Here's traffic and weather.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Construction work at Anthony Wayne Trail, State Route 25, northbound between Monclova Road and South Detroit Avenue. Daytime lane restrictions are possible through early summer. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 56 degrees and cloudy, and for your Thursday, May 9th, watch for scattered rain showers with a high of 57. And for your nighttime, there will be scattered light rain showers with a low of 48. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm your good time gal from the East Side, Renee Staler, on 107.7 The Wolf.
Oh, I do have a question that came in on Facebook, 419-345-3375. Hey, Demetrius, when you go to the grocery store on Sunday and you wear your gray sweatpants with the, do you put pineapples on the small cart?
I use pineapple slices.
Yeah.
I turn a can of Dole upside down.
And let them know you're ready.
Yep. Ready and broke.
And it's funny because you never even purchased you just use the can of Dole just around the store, and then you put it back in the magazine rack.
It is.
All right, I got to tell you, my friends over at Dickey's Barbecue, established in 1941. It's Texas-style barbecue, authentic Texas-style barbecue, right here in the 419. If you want, if you love the meat and you love it on the bone, Dickey's is the place to go. Is the place to go. Whether you want ribs or whether you want brisket or pulled pork, get over there. They're open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week on Fremont Pike Road in Perrysburg, right next to the brand new Crumbles. Get on into Dickey's.
Tom from Wojo's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. With the change of season, it's always good to have good maintenance on your heating and air conditioning.
And when we do these cleaning checks, it's not just a check. We actually clean your condenser outside. We'll replace your filter for you. We check the refrigerant levels, your electronic connections, blowers, just to make sure that is running adequately.
All right. And how do we get a hold of you at Wojo's?
You can call us at 419-693-3220 or reach us on the web at wojosheating.com.
We're talking insurance with Tom Hudak from Regan Insurance Company, and what separates him, being an independent insurance agent, from an insurance agent that works at one of those big insurance companies.
There's typically 3 ways people can get insurance. One is if you just want to go online or call an 800 number and just get a call center or someplace. And there's nothing wrong with that if you know what you're looking for. Another way is there are agents who work with just one company. And then the next step is an independent agent. And it's an agent who represents you for multiple companies. And they help you find the best coverage and the best company for you. And all I want people to do is find an agent who they can work with and that they like. It doesn't have to be me. But make sure that you're having somebody who's looking out for you, because insurance can be complicated. And with insurance, you're paying for peace of mind. So you want to make sure you have that peace of mind. And when something comes up, that you have the coverage that you need.
How can we get a hold of you at Regan Insurance Company, Tom?
They can call us at 419-292-0001 or online at reganins.com. It's REGANINS.com.
We all know Toledo is the place where brands go to test new food and drink product. Well, Toledo is doing it again. A brand new adult beverage has taken over the 419. There's nothing like it in the country. Turtles Brew Sweet Tea and Bourbon, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. It comes in some amazing flavors, such as cherry lime sweet tea and bourbon, orange vanilla sweet tea and bourbon, raspberry peach sweet tea and bourbon, and many more flavors are coming soon. Get Turtles Brew at
Marino's Beverage Depot, Vulcan Wine and Liquor, Sean's Irish Tavern, all 3 locations, Glass City Beverage Center, Joseph's Beverage Center.
or ask for it by name at your favorite bar, restaurant, or where you purchase your adult beverages. If you know an establishment that should carry Turtles Brew, drop us a line at turtlesbrew.com. A portion of all sales is donated to support efforts to save sea turtles. Turtles Brew, a bourbon lover's tea.
Whether it's food for meetings or company events, EasyCater has everything you need to make food for work. And that means all you have to do is sit back and take credit.
Wow, a vegan and a meat lover taco bar? Jill, you're the best.
Oh, all I did was use EasyCater.
Take the credit, Jill.
Well, I guess I sort of.
Take it.
Hey, it's my friends over Furniture Palace, Toledo's largest locally owned furniture store. Concept is simple. Quality name brand furniture and mattresses you get at the major stores in town, but the guaranteed lowest price in town. Out with the old, in with the new. Furniture Palace, family owned, 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue, Toledo, Reynolds Road, Maumee, Woodville Road, Northwood, Navarre Avenue, or online, FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Coming up in 30 seconds, Steve Sleaze in the 50s, brought to you in part by Med One Care.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. Med One Care has all the answers and more. Med One Care offers home health, medical staffing, and outpatient therapy and rehab. Med One Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? Med One Care is hiring, competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandates. Med One Care is also the Toledo Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. So it's easy to see. Med One Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Fine time for Steve Sleaze on the 50s. Baroness in for Steve.
Congratulations to Jelly Roll. On Tuesday, he finished a 5K that he's been training for since the beginning of the year.
Nice.
He took part in the 2 Bears 5K hosted by Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura.
Oh, what are you laughing at?
He walked 3 miles.
Oh my God.
That's
huge.
Jackass.
Big guy, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
He said, I feel great, a little tired. It was harder than I thought, but it was awesome. I couldn't walk a mile when I started in January.
Yeah.
So the fact that I got to the point of 3 point whatever, I feel really, really good about
What
it.
did he say? He walked or he ran it?
It
He said he
doesn't
walked
say
it?
either.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He finished it.
Right.
I agree.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Demetrius. Don't be a jackhole.
Yeah.
That's not nice, Demetrius.
Okay.
Afterwards, he jumped in the cold plunge and was greeted by his wife, Bunny, who jumped in the water to celebrate with him.
Aw, very nice.
It's so cute.
Congrats.
Yes. Let's see. We got all kinds of country news today. So Hardy has written songs for Morgan Wallen, and they've released songs together. They've even toured together now, but they're very much intertwined at this point in their careers. But he was initially reluctant to work with Wallen. So he had a commencement speech at his alma mater, Middle Tennessee State University. And he said he was young and hungry at the time and he wasn't sure that writing for some unknown guy would do anything for his career. Well, obviously that worked out for him big time. He says, take a chance on things, take a chance on people, take a chance on yourself. The word yes can truly change your life.
Nice.
I wonder what songs he has wrote for Morgan Wallen. I do love them both.
I don't know. I would have to know a Morgan Wallen song.
As long you do, Applebee's.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like Applebee's?
That's right.
Is that a Morgan
Do
Wallen
like
song?
Applebee's.
Walker Hayes.
Yes.
Thought I had one.
Obviously, you're a huge fan.
I don't know any artist names. We can never do artist names as trivia.
Look at
Yeah.
You ate so much Applebee's this
I know.
week.
That's all I had on my, all on my mind.
I think Morgan Wallen and Post Malone have a new song releasing tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's called man, what was it called?
Correct.
Had Some Help.
What is it?
Had Some Help. It's
Had
like
Some
a
Help.
country pop mix song.
Nice. All right. I like it. What else, K2?
And something I completely agree with. Tyler Hubbard said that Florida Georgia Line's breakup in 2022 felt like a divorce. I felt like a kid in a part of that divorce. It was so sad. He said the timing was unexpected when Brian Kelly told him he wanted to go solo. Tyler compared it to a marriage and told Brian, quote, "You want to go sleep with the neighbors and come back home at night? You might be cool with it. I can't do both."
Wow.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be part of the band still, but do his own solo things. Like, no, you're not going to go bang other chicks and then come back home to me.
Yeah.
You either want me or you don't want me, which is weird because, like, I don't know, the band when bands, but you still need a band to play music, so you end up using another band. So it's like, why not just stay with the band like you had? And they were successful
And
with.
tell him to be quiet while you sing your song that you want to sing.
Right.
He said that he wanted the band to have 100% attention or Brian's solo project to have 100%, not 50-50.
I didn't know the Florida Georgia Line bar closed in Nashville. Is that in your news?
That's not in the news, but yeah,
okay.
it did.
It closed, but Lainey Wilson is
taking it
now
over. Or she's
purchased
opening
it,
something
and
there.
She's
Yeah.
opening up her own bar there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's what we need, another bar owned by a country star in Nashville.
But that, on Broadway, every bar is owned by a country
You want
star.
to take me up? Let Lil Wayne open up a bar in Nashville. I'll go to that.
No, because in between still have your original owners.
Yeah.
That are old school, that are the dive bars, which are still amazing.
I don't want to go to Nashville so bad. I've never
It's
been.
so fun.
I know it is. I've never been.
Like, it doesn't matter where we hung out at the food court because we were overwhelmed our first time of so many people. We went to the food court, and the entertainment in the food court was amazing.
We could have got tickets to press passes to the country music festival going on down there.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of us had the motivation to even get us press passes, so we're not going, but it would have been fun. My buddy's going, he's doing a random show in a hotel.
Renee and I would have went.
Right.
You were supposed to fill out the paperwork.
I don't have. We'll talk about that off air. I'm not going to argue with you about this on air.
No, I didn't.
Bro, you almost stepped in something. That was almost a white fight. What?
Yeah, I didn't.
We will talk about this when we get home.
No, it was tempting.
Come out here and embarrass me in front of my friends.
Yeah. Embarrass me in front of my friends. All right. One more.
Well, just to add on to it, since then, Tyler has gone solo. He just put out a second album last month called Strong.
Nice.
And he said it was fun rebuilding. It was incredible to do something with a friend and a partner, but having my dynamics back to the basics of me being the leader, like that I like to be, and getting to do it on my own around the type of culture that I want to build, which is just like post-divorce. Like, it's exactly what you do. You kind of go back to putting yourself first and getting to do things on your own, relearning that, and getting back to being you.
Wow. What is it? I think that I was when I go through my breakups, I think I've been very lucky because if you're in radio, you're forced to go out and meet people, and people like you have a support system automatically. But like normal unfamous people, how do you do it?
Why'd you look at Demetrius?
No, I was looking at Jennifer. I'm being facetious. People are like, God, he's so conceited.
That's what I tell people when they ask me for naked photos. I'm like, I can't. I'm famous.
Right?
This is my hands down. My answer every time.
That's a good one. That's a good
hey,
answer.
why don't you send me? I'm like, nope, can't. I'm famous. I don't need these popping up in the real world.
That is a good answer.
So me talking to you as the unfamous person.
It makes you hotter. Like, it's like, oh, I'm talking to somebody famous. They won't send me a pic, and now I have to see it in person. That's the only way I can see it is in person. That's a move. That is I never thought of that one.
So as the unfamous person, you have to keep good friends.
You don't know. Here's the problem, though.
When you're a guy,
you don't know you don't know what friends you have that are good until you're divorced.
100%. 100%.
You don't know who's still around.
You think they're good.
Yeah, you think you're going to get a phone call from somebody that's like, hey, buddy, you okay? That never comes.
I don't know. I have amazing people.
think it's different for girls. I think guys really they lose the friends in the divorce. They lose everything. I mean, it's a rough life. That which I think is why men don't divorce. I mean, they don't initiate divorce. It's most of the time it's women because they're prepared. They have a support system and they've been thinking about it and they're ready to do it.
We've been talking about it to all of our friends.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. and the girl and you're God. And I hate, dude. There's nothing I hate more than girls that you guys surround yourself with because they want you single. They want you. They won't tell you that. But they're at a girl in you. They're like, yeah, you go, girl. You don't need him. You've got us and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, there's definitely
it's so annoying.
There's definitely ones like that out there for sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so you've got 20 people in your ear about saying how great single is going to be. You dump our asses and you realize that you're miserable. And you're like, man, I shouldn't listen to all those cackling hens.
Mm-hmm.
See, it was opposite for me. I lost all my friends. And what was strange about it is my ex, I couldn't get him to leave the house to hang out with people. I'd have to force him. And like his friends were from my friends. I made them and gave him his friends. And then like they all went with him.
What does it say about you?
I know.
That doesn't happen.
I know. I mean, it does say a lot.
Demetrius, what does it say about K2?
They made very poor decisions.
I think he's the best.
Yeah, he is the best.
It was like the nicest thing I've ever heard him say.
Right?
Only been here a few days, but it was really nice.
He's stuck with me all the time.
It's your second day, and it's your third day. You took a sick day after your first day.
Yeah.
I knew I liked Steven.
In my defense, I was busy making deposits in the bank, which is my toilet.
That is Steve Sleaze in the 50s, brought to you by Cocina de Carlos. Oh, Brittany, you need to go get you some Cocina de Carlos. They have the buffet going on today. You can get some arroz con pollo, un frijoles, un guacamole, and some salsa. You get some tortillas and put it all together, some queso and some queso fondillo, which has some chorizo in there. And you are going to love it. I promise. Promise. Check them out. Cocina de Carlos, 3 locations. 2 Cocina de Carlos locations, one in Perrysburg, one in Waterville, and then Lupita's, their sister restaurant in downtown Perrysburg.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, we have hundreds of nice, newer vehicles to choose from at Nationwide Auto Finance. Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 1077 The Wolf.
Bring it.
Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Good morning. All right, it's time for, well, first of all, I'm Andrew Z. Hi, Demetrius is here, and so is K2, the Baroness. We've got Brittany Gibbons is here from her new podcast, Country Club Girls. It's huge. If you haven't listened to it yet, what are you doing with your life? Make sure you check out Country Club Girls podcast. Also, Stephen Hardy is here. He's running the Facebook live feed, our television feed. So if you haven't checked us out online, do that. You can see the video of our beautiful faces. And also, it's time for the food report. We got to welcome in the hugely popular social media review guys from Number 6 with Cheese, Sean Ellie, and Toledo native and Cardinal Stritch grad Corey Wagner. Good morning, fellas.
Good morning. How's the crew doing today?
Good, man. How are you?
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent. Recovering. Had a little bit of an event move last night. Drank about 10 too many beers, but we're here. We made it. And ready to roll,
10 too many beers, man. That is a heavy miscalculation. I guess you 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's the Toledo in me.
Man, that is a lot going on. Well, it's time for the food report to find out what's going on in the world of food, fellas. What do you have for us?
Sean, you want to start it off?
Yeah, the one that really got me is the Oscar Mayer. We all know it well. We've eaten a lot of their hot dogs. I've had 10 too many of their dogs in my life. They're dropping 3 flavors of stuffed hot dogs in time for summer. Okay. And what I love about this is one of the flavors, they were like, stop putting stuff on top of it. Just inject the chili and the cheese straight into the dog. So they're going to have cheese, jalapeno cheddar, and chili cheese stuffed right into the dogs. Fan favorites. They asked a bunch of people what they want, and that's what they wanted in them. So they're going to inject it with like a little syringe straight on it.
I got a fun fact for you too.
I want to see the syringe that you use for chili.
No, if you recall, I remember this back in the day. They're bringing it back.
Wow, you were saying this very aggressively.
I am saying
Sean's a liar.
Sean's a liar.
They are bringing this back. There was chili inside these dogs.
When?
I've never heard.
I've never heard.
Yes.
No, you.
It's porn.
It's Mandela.
It's while she ate one of these dogs while she was watching Sinbad as a genie.
No, I'm telling you, I still remember sitting at a campfire and I thought we reached the top because we had chili and cheese inside our dogs.
I think you fell for a trick. It was not. It was neither hot dog nor chili filled.
No, it's like in like 5 little holes through the hot dog. I'm telling you.
I remember the cheese.
There's
I
cheese.
do not remember the chili.
I remember the chili.
I
But
remember.
no chili filled dog.
No, Corey, what were we going to say about a random fact?
I'm going to Google it.
Okay.
This is just something that I just found this out about Sean the other day. But you guys know he eats hot dogs in one bite. It's something he picked up at Michigan State.
Really?
It's picked up at Michigan.
Yeah.
Specific on that college.
Yeah, what were you doing at Michigan State?
That makes sense.
Getting his tuition taken care of.
Yeah, this is how you were earning your money, huh?
My lawyers actually said I can't speak on this. I'm sorry.
But here's the problem with this dog is you can't get enough chili inside of a dog.
She's right. It was called the Franken stuff.
Yes.
She looked it up.
Yes. See? I told you. You guys think I'm not.
Can I just want to point out, like they named it after a creature built of many different parts. The Franken stuff.
Let me see it, Brett.
The head's like got a monster hand.
She remembers. I feel like the commercial was a bunch of people, instead of pitchforks, it was just regular forks running towards it, trying to capture it.
Yes, and you cooked them over the campfire, and then you took a bite, and it was hot, and the chili came oozing out.
Bro,
There are no new ideas, you guys. There are no new ideas.
Nope.
All right.
No, I think I should be on the food report.
Sean and Corey, are you guys hiring?
Yeah. Next time we come to Toledo, you got to be on an episode. And we'll be reviewing these hot dogs.
I am shocked that Renee has such a grasp of meat filled with stuff.
That's because I was so poor. And so when we got chili inside our dogs,
You thought you were- It was like 2 meals.
apparently somebody donated them to us because I know we couldn't afford them.
Wheels. You're probably really excited about that too.
You're right.
All right, what else is going on in the food report, fellas?
Okay, this is crazy. So apparently there's this trend on TikTok where people are eating lemons. I guess the story is that there's this lemon apparently that's out there in the world that's meant to be eaten just with the peel and all.
What?
And so some lady tries one of these, and then everyone's like, "Oh no way, that's delicious!" And they've just been eating lemons with the peels now.
Oh, I don't know. The peel is
Lots
so
of vitamins in that.
I know, but I can't do it. I can't do that.
All right, now I'm ashamed because my wife in the background just said, "I did that once."
How do you think she paid for her tuition? You were the only one paying for tuition, Sean.
Oh my God.
All right. What else?
So all of our big fast food fans out there, we love to talk about that every week too, is Taco Bell is doing chicken nuggets. So they're just further getting away from the entire quote Mexican end quote thing. They're doing chicken nuggets. They did Corey and I reviewed these back in 2017. They did these little naked chicken chips. They were like little mini tortillas, basically like little tortilla chips, but they were like 3D and made out of chicken. They dipped those in cheese, but they just tested these. They always do these like test runs in Minneapolis. And so jalapeno, honey mustard as a dipping sauce, and Bell sauce. I always like how they're really vague. Bell sauce is what they're going to do for chicken nuggets at Taco Bell. What do you guys think?
Oh. Demetrius loves Taco Bell. So anything they do is genius.
Last night was a stop.
Last night
was stop. It was it was the number. What is it? It's the number 9.
6 with cheese. Oh, sorry.
Which is the Mexican pizza.
With two hard tacos.
2 hard taco
Yeah,
supremes.
that's a good one.
And then I made them throw in a beef chalupa. And then
I like the idea that you made them do it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do it now.
I was like, I was like, if it ain't ready, I'm coming in there. And then a mango iced tea.
Mango iced tea, huh? Oh, so good.
I gotta ask you, how did you sleep after eating it?
Like a rock, baby. Like a rock.
All right.
I just have screaming dreams whenever I eat that right before bed.
What else, fellas?
Okay, this is a crazy one. This is another thing from TikTok. TikTok's just full of the weirdest things.
Right.
So apparently somebody went through the drive-thru at Sonic and ordered, and I've never heard this before. Maybe this is the thing. You guys help me out if I'm crazy for not knowing about this. They ordered a Dr. Pepper. That's normal. Fine with that.
Yeah.
But they said, hey, why don't you do me a favor and throw a pickle up in there? And they ordered a Dr. Pepper with a pickle inside of it. And the weird thing is the Sonic employees didn't act like it was weird. They just went with it. They said, oh, yeah, sure. No problem.
These are people who put nerds in milk. I don't think they're going to think anything's weird that you order through Sonic. I'm going to be honest. But that sounds disgusting.
It does. It does not sound good. I don't like
even know if I want a pickle. I'm not even raw dog and pickles, let alone pickle and some Dr. Pepper. I'm good. No thanks.
No, I'm with you. And then is it pickled chips or is it like a full on like log of pickle? What is it?
A log pickle.
My mind is the log. I hope it's the log.
I'm a pickle jack. I go out in the pickle forest and chop down logs of pickle. It's a forest. I deforest the forest of pickles. It's horrible. Greenpeace is all
I do
in the
only
business.
pickles by the log.
Yep.
All right. What
I will
else?
say this.
Oh, go ahead.
It was in Mississippi, and I don't know if we can trust people from Mississippi anymore.
No.
And I don't know if we could before, to be quite
On
honest with you.
on anything. No. That's not.
One time I used to live in Mississippi when I was in the military. I went and did tech school down there.
Uh-huh.
And instead of somebody strapping down their mattress, I swear to God, I saw this driving down a road that was minimum 45. They were on top of a big van, not a minivan, one of the big vans. And instead of strapping down their mattress, they rolled down both the driver's side and passenger side window. Had a guy lay on top of the mattress and hold onto the car with the window.
That's how they were transporting the mattress?
Yeah, they just said, hey, Dave, get up on there and hold that thing down.
Wow.
Watch out. If you're driving through Biloxi, Mississippi, don't stop. Keep going.
Stop. All right, more of the food report with our guys from Number 6 with Cheese, Sean and Corey. What else you got?
All right, so May is maybe the saddest month of all time, so we all need to take a moment to maybe go like Demetrius and go get a bunch of Taco Bell because it's actually National Salad Month, according to these people that make these holidays. But this is my favorite thing about America, though. We always keep it 100 and bring it back.
Uh-huh.
It's National Salad Month, sure. But they asked people and they polled everyone, what are some things you put on salads to make them a little more bearable? What do you do to get creative? And people right away are like, oh, hold one of those 10 too many beers. I got some answers here. People have submitted bananas, peanut butter, peppermint, popcorn, marshmallows, meatballs, beef jerky, and hot dogs right up on top of that iceberg lettuce. I just love people so much being like, I hate this disgusting mess of this green shredded crap all over. Throw me some mallows up on there.
Well,
I could see the beef jerky.
The hot dog salad.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Well, Brittany, you were just talking about a new TikTok trend with salad related, but it's not lettuce. What is it?
Candy. My kids made a candy salad. Like every girl brought a different type of candy to the slumber party. They put it in a giant bowl. They mixed it all up. And they scooped it into bags, and everybody had their own bag of candy salad.
It's not.
I've never heard anything more American in my life.
It's my favorite salad.
Right.
My house salad. House salad.
The best would have been if they served it actually in salad bowl.
That would have been great.
Isn't that just a regular bowl?
What?
No, I have salad bowls.
I do too.
Wait, but it's only a salad bowl if there's salad in it. Like if I put cereal in it, it's a cereal bowl.
No, it's a salad bowl for cereal.
It's a salad bowl with cereal in it.
This is just the difference between guys and girls.
Cereal bowls have a higher rim.
I don't know. I just call it
right?
a bowl.
Yes.
I don't
It's
know.
a bowl. It's all bowls. It's all bowls. Like
You can't have cereal in a salad bowl.
It's too shallow.
It will,
That sounds like
as
a
you
challenge.
try to walk it over to the table,
Yes.
it's going on the floor.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
I know. What do you do? You can't use it. Well, maybe I have the
What do you
ability
make soup out of
to
a
put-
shoe? This is just nonsense.
It's a soup shoe.
Oh my God.
I'm excited to tell everyone I meet that, like, I'm going to be like, do you know what people in Ohio do? Listen to this. This is what Ohioans think salad is. And then I'm going to tell them about that candy thing. I'm going to get a lie going here in Illinois.
Candy salad. Let's just call it Ohio salad.
Oh, the Ohio salad.
Ohio salad.
Yes.
It's like 3 parts gummy worms.
So the dressing on top would be Hershey's chocolate sauce, right?
Obviously.
That would be your.
Ooh. Oh, I like that.
Or just straight grenadine.
Oh.
I'm picturing Gordon Ramsay teaching us how to make that salad.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, thank you, fellas. It's the hugely popular social media food review guys from Number 6 with Cheese, Sean, and Cardinal Stritch and Toledo native Corey. Follow them on all the social medias. Number 6 with Cheese. You got to spell out number SIX with Cheese. Fellas, always good to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Always
guys.
a pleasure, guys.
All right,
See you guys in a
so
couple
fun.
weeks, huh?
Sounds good. Talk to you later. Here's traffic and weather.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. Construction work at I-475 southbound between Airport Highway Exit 8 and US 24 Exit 4. Expect lane restrictions and traffic shifts for I-475 widening and construction of a new interchange at US Route 20A through later this year. 107.7 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 55 degrees and cloudy, and for your Thursday, May 9th, watch for scattered rain showers with a high of 57. And for your nighttime, there will be scattered light rain showers with a low of 49. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staler on 107.7 The Wolf.
Ooh, hey, got to tell you about my friends over at State Line Sauce. Talking about food this morning. Everything goes better with some State Line hot sauce on it. Takes every meal to the next level. Maybe even a candy salad with some State Line hot sauce. So good, so good. What's going on? Anyway, check out State Line Sauce. Get you some. You can go to the website, StatelineSauceCO.com. State Line Sauce, CO. State Line Sauce. Get sauced.
Sugar Vermont, and you may know me from the Great Food Truck Race on Food Network and HBO Max, but I am actually a native of Toledo, Ohio, right here, darling. I am so excited to let you know I am doing a 10-week cancer fundraiser for the LLS, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. We're going to raise so much money to help little kids with cancer, and you are going to help. We're having a gigantic event called the Big Dolly Fundraising Brunch, May 18th down at Hamburger Mary's. Get your tickets at sugarstickets.com. That is sugarstickets.com. Available now.
I'm Honest Abe of Nationwide Auto Finance, and I'm crazy enough to do whatever it takes to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle. To prove it, I'm getting my entire body waxed, starting with my...
To be honest, Honest Abe doesn't have to get his body waxed to get you into a new pre-owned vehicle at Nationwide Auto Finance.
Wait, what?
Our guaranteed approval is enough for that. Nationwide has the largest inventory of late model pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. With great warranties available, you know they're reliable.
They even know I had hair there.
Find out more at nationwidetoledo.com. Then experience car buying the way it was meant to be at Nationwide Auto Finance, 2121 Woodville Road.
Come in for deals even crazier than me.
Visit nationwidetoledo.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you one of the nearly 10 million families that own a timeshare? Unfortunately, many families stuck in timeshares have learned the dark side of ownership, as their timeshare ends up being nothing like they were promised. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. If you were lied to when buying a timeshare, you're going to need help. I know this because I once worked as a timeshare salesman, but quit the business and made it my personal mission to help folks get rid of bad timeshares. That's why I put together a timeshare exit information kit to help you understand how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation. Over 30,000 families have trusted us to get rid of their timeshares. Many started out by simply calling us for the free information kit and are now timeshare free.
To get your free information kit, call Wesley Financial now. 800-814-1500. That's 800-814-1500. 800-814-1500.
Is switching your wireless service to Total by Verizon easy? Totalmente. And you get unlimited 5G data, $25 a line for 4 lines on the unlimited plan, at an amazing price with no contract. Should you switch to Total by Verizon? Definitely. Totalmente. Find a store or switch suavemente at totalbyverizon.com. Monthly rate when you activate without a pay. And fees discount begins the month after you enroll. Additional terms apply. See website for data management practices.
Towers Armory is the premier range and gun store in the tri-state area. Our indoor ranges are warm, comfortable, and only $20 unlimited time every day. And our winter special includes everything you need for 2. Lane rental, 2 boxes of 9mm or 5.56. Unlimited pistol and rifle rentals. 2 targets. Rental eye and ear protection. All for just $79.95. We have 14 state-of-the-art programmable ranges at distances up to 130 feet. Looking for CCW or carry training? In-house one-day classes are back and forming now. So stop in and sign up today or sign up anytime at towersarmory.com. We buy, sell, and trade firearms. If you've got unwanted firearms, stop in today for a fast and responsible way to sell your firearm. We've got over 3,000 new and used firearms in stock. The largest in-stock selection of ammo and accessories. towersarmory.com.
I'm talking with Tom from Wojo's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. With the change of season, it's always good to have good maintenance on your heating and air conditioning.
And when we do these cleaning checks, it's not just a check. We actually clean your condenser outside. We'll replace your filter for you. We check the refrigerant levels, the electronic connections, blowers, just to make sure that is running adequately.
All right. And how do we get a hold of you at Wojo's?
You can call us at 419-693-3220 or reach us on the web at wojosheating.com.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Hi, this is Quentin.
And this is Brianna.
A little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips are how satisfying they are. The chicken strips are amazing. They're always filling, tender, and juicy.
Bring it.
Andrew Z. and Demetrius in the morning.
Good morning. It's 8:38. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius Nicodemus. K2, the Baroness. Brittany Gibbons is here from the Country Club Girls podcast, the Family Road Trip Trivia podcast, and of course, Brittany's Midwest blog as well. Stephen B. Hardy is on the television and the Facebook Live feed producing that for us. And Renee, our good time gal from the East Side. Whoop, whoop. Yes. Okay, so this is a story that I told Brittany about earlier this morning, and it's a crazy story. So I'm going to give you the overview, and then I'm going to introduce our guests. So the story, Demetrius, is there's this guy that's a preacher, okay? And a couple weeks ago, he said he went to his sermon. He's like, all right, everybody, about to do my sermon here. Just want to let you know my wife killed herself yesterday.
Oh, my God.
Yesterday. Like the day. So he's like giving a sermon the next day. Well, then it starts to come out, well, there's some shady stuff going on with this whole situation. I don't know all the details, but somebody that does is on the line with us, and he is Robbie Harvey. Now, Robbie has over 5 million followers on social media, and he covers stories of abuse and injustice throughout the world, and he's on with us right now. Hey, Robbie, good morning.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Yes, Robbie. So tell us the story and what you've discovered as you've been really following it closely.
Oh my gosh, it is it's deep. So as you stated, he got up and preached and announced not just during his sermon, but at the end of the second service. So he
went through the first
sermon.
He went through the first service, no problem. He waited until the second service.
Yeah, at the end of the second service. And then at the end, he stands up and he says, I'm going to make an announcement. And when I make that announcement, I don't want anybody talking about it. I just want you to leave. And he announced my wife killed herself. And it's wild to see that. And then so that kind of piqued everyone's ears. And then it really started coming out as to, now, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. And then it comes out that he's got a girlfriend. So he's cheating on his wife, who is another member of the church. This is his second affair, I think. He had cheated on his previous wife. So that's when it really started to unravel.
Yeah, so he cheated on his previous wife. Then this person this woman that he's having an affair with right now, while his wife killed herself, this dude is in a wheelchair. He was the minister. He married them. So he married them. So his buddy's in this wheelchair. So he starts having an affair with his wife. Now his wife, the guy that killed her, the woman that killed herself, he was 28. She was 14 when they started going at it. This dude is such a shady dude.
Where was this at?
Where'd this happen, Robbie?
So it's in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So police reports came out yesterday where she revealed that he began grooming her at the age of 10. So the woman he was cheating on with, her husband died in 2021. He was a paraplegic and he fell into a community pool and nobody saw him. So that raised suspicions. And so it just kind of unraveled from there.
But at the time, Robbie, they weren't suspecting this guy. It didn't raise suspicions until all this stuff came out recently. Now they go back and look. Oh, your husband in a wheelchair while you're having an affair just happened to fall into a pool. Like now they're starting to look at it, right?
Well, it raised some questions as to these two now have something in common. Both of their spouses have odd causes of death. So it's really interesting. And then people started going through his sermons, and he constantly bashes his wife from the stage on a weekly basis. He talks negatively about her on a weekly basis. So finally, she tried to file for divorce in South Carolina. They require you to be legally separated for a year. So the courts denied her. She filed for, and that's another thing, days before she died, she filed for spousal support. And he got served just days before she died. And that's where it really, things started unraveling. And then people going through his sermons. This guy is shady. He's got a criminal record, allegedly abused another woman when he was younger, multiple affairs. He's got a child out of wedlock. And he's the pastor of this church, and nobody's held him accountable. And he owns a bar. So, pastor who owns a bar. It's wild.
And her family thinks that, like, because 2 days before she files for, she serves him papers, then 2 days later she kills herself. Her family's like, this does not add up. And this has been all over TikTok now, that people are following this story. We're just starting to hear about it here locally. But have you heard about this story, Brittany, before I said anything?
No, not before you.
No.
Anything.
No. So, but what else are we missing here? Is he going to be held accountable, you think, Robbie?
So, police on Monday officially ruled her death a suicide. They released 911 calls, security footage, and things of that nature. So I do believe she killed herself. The 911 call, she sounds very broken. But now the question is, did he push her to do it? A lot of people believe he did. And by the way, they, in the weeks leading up to this, she started posting to social media the abuse she was going through. And she started laying out details about what she was going through. He used the excuse that she's just mentally ill. Her tires were slashed. She claims that she was being tracked by her ex-husband, or now former husband, and in affidavits submitted by her siblings, they say that if she ever, she told them that if she ever ends up dead, it was because of him. And so, I believe now, I've been told by that the family will file a civil suit, and so I believe a lot of evidence is going to come out that possibly could lead to a criminal investigation.
Well, crazy. And what are their names again? So if people want to look up the story?
Oh, just search Micah Miller.
Yeah,
it is all over the place. It was on Nancy Grace last night. I mean, it is a tragic story. But it's something that needs to be talked about. A lot of women are choosing this route. They try to do the right thing. She tried to leave them. The courts wouldn't help her. She was being followed. And when you listen to his stories, the sermons that he preached, you can connect the two. I mean, he preaches a sermon where he goes, I went through my wife's phone, 2 years worth of messages, and 18 people reached out to her trying to find out if she was okay. And then he condemns everyone. So Robbie, what he said, so I watched this part. So he's the sermon. He's like 18 people have reached out to my wife asking if they need to talk about me. Who would want to involve themselves in our marriage? Like, what type of horrible people is that? And I'm thinking, dude, if 18 people are reaching out to her, something is wrong, and that is the problem. And he's trying to make it look like they're the crazy people because they reached out to her, or that she had the messages on the phone. Like he's such a manipulator. He calls those people demons. He says that's the demon talking. And so she had no way to talk to people. He was visibly upset that people reached out to her. This man was a controlling narcissist. And so I think it needs to be talked about more, that when you are married to a man like this, what other options you have when the courts don't help you. She called police multiple times. The police don't help you. She tried getting away from him. He allegedly followed her, put tracking devices on her car. She was finally done, and she felt like there was no other way. And so I think this could be another possible case where, if enough evidence comes out, I think there could be an argument that he could be charged with murder.
Well, Robbie Harvey, I know that you've been staying on the story. Please keep us updated because it is a fascinating story. You can follow it all if you just search Micah. What was her last name? Micah Miller?
Yeah, Micah Miller.
Yeah.
M-I-C-A-H. His name is John Paul Miller.
Yeah.
Just type it in. It's unbelievable.
By the way, I just got a text message that said, I love Robbie. I follow him on all the socials. So people are loving you, Robbie. I know you've got over 5 million followers, and you cover stories of abuse and injustice throughout the world. And we appreciate you taking time to update us this morning. Thank you, brother.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, there's Robbie Miller. Follow that. Check that story out if you get a chance today. It's crazy. Here's traffic and weather.
From the Furniture Palace Traffic and Weather Center, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staler on 1077 The Wolf. Here's your real-time traffic. On-ramp is closed at I-75 southbound. On-ramp from Burdan Avenue, exit 205. The Burdan ramp to I-75 southbound is closed permanently due to construction. 1077 The Wolf Traffic and Weather are powered by Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items. Plus, with no credit needed financing, you can take it home for as little as just $50 down, no matter if your credit is good or bad. Furniture Palace has 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. It's currently 55 degrees and cloudy, and for your Thursday, May 9th, watch for scattered rain showers with a high of 57. And for your nighttime, there will be scattered light rain showers with a low of 49. With your real-time traffic and weather, I'm your good time gal from the east side, Renee Staler on 1077 The Wolf.
Oh, hey, I tell you, my friends over at Dickey's Barbecue, go get some Dickies today. If you're like, man, I need some Dickies in my mouth. Well, Dickey's Barbecue Pit is the place to go. There are, of course, Texas style barbecue right here in the 419, established in 1941, 82 years. Brisket, pulled pork, ribs, delicious sauce. I mean, it's so good. You guys are going to love Dickey's Barbecue as much as we do. Go to it's located in Perrysburg on Fremont Pike, right next to the new Crumbles, next door to the new Crumbles, kind of in front of Kohl's over there in that shopping plaza. If you're aware of the area, Dickey's Barbecue, go check them out today. It's time to get some Dickies in your mouth.
They're right down the road, and they feature something for everyone. They are the shops at Carson Block in downtown Grand Rapids, Ohio. The Village Orchard with garden gifts and home accents. The Just For You shop with apparel, antiques, and uniques. And it's Christmas all year round at Carson's Christmas Corner. Grandma's Pantry featuring specialty foods, preserves, and treats. And the Damn Gift Shop, which has Grand Rapids gifts and souvenirs. The shops at Carson Block, downtown Grand Rapids, Ohio. CarsonBlockGR.com.
Regan Insurance is now offering health insurance. Here's Tom Hudak to tell you about it.
We've been in business for over 50 years doing home, auto, and business insurance for families and family-owned businesses. And starting this year, we've partnered with a great local health insurance agent, and we're going to be offering health insurance.
Meet Keshna Jansen. When should we talk about our health insurance?
Anytime that a big change in your life has happened, if you got married, had children, a divorce, turning 65, people that are aging into, Medicare, those are going to be the times that they really want to call us if they lose a job, something along those lines. Basically, if you think about it, if change happens, you want to review what you have. Just to make sure that you're still in the right place.
How can we get a hold of you at Regan Insurance Company, Tom?
They can call us at 419-292-0001 or online at reganins.com. It's REGANINS.com.
We all know Toledo is the place where brands go to test new food and drink product. Well, Toledo is doing it again. A brand new adult beverage has taken over the 419. There's nothing like it in the country. Turtles Brew Sweet Tea and Bourbon, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. It comes in some amazing flavors, such as cherry lime sweet tea and bourbon, orange vanilla sweet tea and bourbon, raspberry peach sweet tea and bourbon, and many more flavors are coming soon. Get Turtles Brew at
Marino's Beverage Depot, Vulcan Wine and Liquor, Sean's Irish Tavern, all 3 locations, Glass City Beverage Center, Joseph's Beverage Center.
Or ask for it by name at your favorite bar, restaurant, or where you purchase your adult beverages. If you know an establishment that should carry Turtles Brew, drop us a line at turtlesbrew.com. A portion of all sales is donated to support efforts to save sea turtles. Turtles Brew, a bourbon lover's tea.
Progressive presents Flo and JD announcing a monster truck rally.
And here comes the obliterator.
Whoa. And he's up on 2 wheels.
Hey, I got to tell my friends over at Furniture Palace, Toledo's largest locally owned furniture store. If you need new furniture, then you need to go to Furniture Palace. It's the only place to go. Or if you need a new mattress, you haven't had a good night's sleep in a while, Furniture Palace has all kinds of mattresses in your price range for your monthly payment. If you don't have credit and you need a new mattress, they'll take care of you with that no credit needed financing. Really, just any way that you need to be taken care of, they will take care of you. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue, Toledo; Reynolds Road, Maumee; Woodville Road, Northwood; Navarre Avenue, Oregon; or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. Coming up 30 seconds, Steve Sleaze in the 50s, brought to you in part by Med1 Care.
Need a little more help in the home? You need therapy, but you don't want to go to a nursing home. Med1 Care has all the answers and more. Med1 Care offers home health, medical staffing, and outpatient therapy and rehab. Med1 Care is the only 5-star rated home health agency in the area. Need a great job? Med1 Care is hiring. Competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and no mandate. Med1 Care is also the Sleep Blade's top workplace to be 3 years in a row. It's easy to see. Med1 Care is the place to be. So give them a call, 419-866-0555, and tell them Steve sent you.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andros and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze on the 50s.
Bring it home. We got some reboots happening. Well, technical reboots. First off, do you remember The Simple Life with Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton? One of the first reality shows, and it was so good.
At the Osbournes.
Yeah.
That was when Real Life Road Rules, or Real Life Real World. Wait, Road Rules Real
World Road Rules.
Both of those were hot right then.
That was Kathy Griffin. My Life on the D List was during that time. That show was great.
It was a good time for reality television.
I know, and
it wasn't mean. It was just entertaining.
That was before people knew how to act, or who knew how to
like
do.
They were genuinely
crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
It was genuine.
Yeah.
You felt the genuineness about it. And then it's also fake and contrived now, but it wasn't like that. Like you said, fake, contrived, and mean, which it wasn't like that.
Yeah, so they're both back on board for a new series that they're going to star in. It's not going to be an exact duplicate of The Simple Life. We're not really sure where the present's going to be or how the show's going to run, but they're making something new.
Are they? Are they making something new?
Well, and now they're both.
Is it Paris and Nicole? That's doing it.
Oh,
Back together. And now they're both parents.
I like them too.
Yeah.
First of all, every time people bring up Nicole Richie, I always throws me back to the first time I saw her, and I was like, Lionel Richie's daughter is super white.
I think she's adopted, isn't she?
She's adopted.
Yeah. All right, what else?
We got another spinoff.
Oh, great.
The Office is coming back to Peacock. It'll have the mockumentary format, the same, and take place in the same universe. But what it is the documentary crew is in search of a new subject when they discover a dying historic Midwestern newspaper and the publisher trying to revive it with volunteer reporters. Only 2 actors have been announced so far: Domhnall Gleeson from Peter Rabbit and About Time, and Sabrina. I
You had me at hello.
can't even say her last name from The White Lotus.
No one knows who these people are.
Sabrina
Nobody
is from The White
cares.
Lotus, but I'm
Nobody-
pretty excited about this.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, here's
No,
what
you're
it-
not.
The guy is hot. He's from Peter. You said Peter Rabbit.
Yeah.
And the About Time guy.
Yep.
Oh, Peter
He's hot.
Rabbit.
Yeah,
I love that guy.
He's got.
Did you see that movie? That movie was so cute. This isn't the one where the dude becomes the Easter Bunny too, like co-Easter bunnies?
No,
I don't
That
know
is a
what that
different-
is.
You know what movie I'm talking about? Brittany knows what movie I'm talking about. She's trying to make me look stupid. Yes, Hop.
Yes, I was trying to think of it. It's hot.
So cute. Isn't
Yeah,
it cute?
he's cute too.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought you were
Different
talking about.
bunny.
He's dreamy.
Yeah.
Different bunny.
Different bunny.
All right. What else?
There's no word if there are any other characters from The Office will make an appearance, and there's no title or release date yet, but it's starting in July.
You know, what'd be great, Baroness, is if the newspaper got their paper to print the newspaper from Dunder Mifflin.
I could see that happening.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yes. Or Michael Scott Paper Company, which was his spinoff.
Yes. Oh my God. And then Dwight services. He's like their service person for the paper. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Creepy comes in and does something.
Demetrius has never even watched it. He doesn't know. He never watched The Office.
I've never watched The Office.
So good.
You're
It's a good
ridiculous.
show.
Yeah.
It's good.
That says something about you, not about the
Really?
Office.
And it's had such a resurgent over the past couple of years
So
with
good.
the younger generations.
Yeah.
So this will be.
None of you which have office jobs.
Yeah, they're not
They need to make
anymore.
a spin-off, call it Remote Worker.
What else?
So I haven't heard of the show, but there's a show coming out called The Strangers, and there was a TikTok live stream promoting it on Tuesday night, and it says it had a shadowy footage with a masked person holding a sign that said, "Is Tamara here?" And it was so disturbing and it freaked a lot of people out. And so it said it violated the TikTok rules against dangerous activities and challenge. It's a movie that's hitting theaters in the 17th, and it's a prequel trilogy to the 2008 The Strangers, which I have never seen.
Tell you the one you need to watch right now. It's on Max. It's called The Outsiders. Jason Bateman, so good. I'm episode 4 down. I got 2 left.
I started Palm Royale last night.
It's so good.
What is it?
I watched 2 episodes and I was dying to watch a third one, and it was 10:30, and I'm like, I
It's
gotta
Wig
go.
and Ricky Martin. He's brilliant in it.
And Natalie from
Carol
Facts of
Burnett.
Life. Yes, it's a
Natalie
big
from
name.
Facts of Life. That's right. She's in it.
They're all in it?
Yes.
What?
Palm
You
you
were
were talking crap about The Outsider.
You actually were
and
2
said
shows
that
ago.
if you would have known what it was about,
Right.
you would have never chose it.
But in the end, I did say that it's good. I would not have watched it from the beginning, but it is good.
Oh, so you judged a book by its cover?
All right, goodbye.
And so now we can start watching some of my shows?
no, your shows suck. Your shows suck.
I'll tell you, Palm Royale though. Then the
What is it? What's
the
it
outfit-
about?
It's about a girl who moves to West Palm Beach or Palm Beach. I don't know what's the better version.
Yeah,
Palm
West
Beach,
Palm
I think.
Beach, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And she wants to join, become part of the
It
it girl.
bougie.
Yes, and she wants to join this country club, and she's stealing from her husband's comatose aunt to try and fund their lifestyle. It's just but it's all the retro outfits.
Yeah, like 60s, 70s, like
Yeah.
vibes. It's
Was
really
it-
cool.
What is it? Allison Janney.
Oh, yeah.
she's
Yeah,
in it
she's
too.
in it.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of big names. It's so good.
Someone just texted me 419-345-3375. They said Palm Royale, such a great show. I love it.
Yeah.
Is that what you were just talking about?
Yeah.
Palm Royale. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at you guys aren't the only ones.
It's really good.
Yep, there's one other person who likes that show too. Look at you guys.
There's 3 of them.
Party of 3.
It's so good.
You guys can have a watch
We will
party
keep
together.
this show on.
Finally.
Our ratings in Toledo are huge.
They seem to be gathering to watch it together.
We should be.
I'm like, you guys all work. Like, how do you have time to watch?
I have
all
to
of
have
these
something
shows?
on while I'm working all the time.
But how do you pay attention to it if you're working?
I don't know. I just can also hear it.
You could
I can't do
two
anything that
things at
has to
once?
have a subtitle though. Otherwise, I can't do it while I'm working. But yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
All right.
Really? You read some with closed captioning?
Like,
How
I'm,
I
al-
listen.
I'm already a
That's
week
not how
behind.
you listen, hon. That's how you read.
That's how I listen.
That is not how listening works.
It's a 2 cents activity
It's
for me.
not. That
I'm
with
so
words.
glad you said that because I'm the same way.
It is the craziest thing in the world to
Yeah.
see somebody watch a show with closed captioning when it's in English.
The only time I hate it though. So
Flips
I
me
watched the
out.
roast that you guys were talking about, the Tom Brady roast.
Yeah.
And the only thing that made me mad was their captioning was a little ahead of the joke.
Oh no!
It's
Yeah.
ruining every joke.
Right? No, for sure.
I mean, I kept
Sure.
it on because obviously, but it ruined it.
It's too hard to turn it on and off.
You guys,
I don't know how to get it off. But
Once you get it on, you're watching it with everything.
I'm like, why am I watching what Judge Judy is saying underneath what
it
Judge
started
Judy
with
is saying?
Outlander for me because I could not understand what they were saying.
Dude, it started with Ozark for me because I
Yeah, I'm
couldn't
like,
hear.
I can hear this.
They're always whispering like this, all these shows.
Well, that's what Handmaid's Tale. That's where it started for me.
Yeah.
Really?
See?
Mhm.
And then you just like why?
You know, it has never started for me. I listen.
You know where else it goes?
Because you watch anime.
Yeah,
You don't need subtitles for that.
But the other place it went for I went for me was like for Trying, which is a great show.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but they have English accents, so sometimes it's hard to hear the jokes because they go so fast. So if I have the subtitles, then I get to hear all the jokes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
See, it's a thing.
it's a
You
thing.
don't hear the jokes.
Okay, Demetrius.
I'm an audiobook listener too. I know, but I still call it reading.
It's not reading.
And I listen at 1.5 speed.
You have to.
You know, when you go sick of people, they're like, you know what? I've read like 8 books this week.
I did.
And you're like, really? And they're like, yeah, it's on Audible. You did not. Somebody read to you. You toddler.
Did you see Audible now is doing their own original content? Like, they're like doing plays, like shows on Audible. And there's one right now. It's about this woman that started the outlaw country music, like Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, and she was there was the house. The lady owned the house that they would hang out with, and she got Sue Brewer, I think her name is. But it's a whole series, a whole show on Audible. I don't have Audible, but I hear the commercials. I'm hearing the commercials. I want to listen to this show.
It better be included free because Audible is the most expensive.
Is it really?
I swear. Yes.
It is.
Brittany, will you listen to this show and tell me if it's any good? It's super.
I will. I'll do it between my fairy sexy books.
Outlaw Country. Outlaw Country. It's the Sue Brewer story, how she started Outlaw Country.
So if you're listening to sexy books, do you get to pick if you want to hear it from a male or a female?
No, but
so weird.
A lot of them lately have dramatic. You can listen to it like with a narrator, or they have dramatic version, which is cast. Like there's a full cast.
Yeah,
so
I love that.
And so they do offer that
Okay.
on audiobooks now.
Ooh. I'm telling you, I want you to listen to this one show for me, please.
All right.
Because I keep hearing the commercial and it sounds really good. I don't even like country music all that much. I do now. I didn't like country music all that much. All right. Thank you, K2. Thank you, everybody. That was Steve's Sleaze, brought to you in part by our good friends at Cocina de Carlos, voted #1 Mexican restaurant. They've got 3 locations, 2 cocinas, one in Waterville, one in Perrysburg, and then Lupita's in downtown Perrysburg. That is their sister store. Make sure you check them out. Get you some amazing Mexican food. And that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.